It is. It's time for week 2 start bench advice. You ask, I tell. Let's go.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. Smitty.
Yo. Welcome to the Shiggity Show. I'm your host, Smitty. Dr. Raj joining me soon. Luke is in the house. Let me throw all you fine people on the screen here. Atlanta Falcons is in the house. Luke is in the house. Antonio, Rec, Paul, Royal, Parker. I'm losing track. You're already. First of all, hit the thumbs up on your way in. Ask me some questions. Let's get to it. Dr. Raj will be joining shortly. Matt wants to know. Oh no. Where's that first question? Lazard, James White, Ingram, or Hawk? I'm going Hawk over Ingram. I'm going Lazard over White for the time being. But you know, White's pretty tough to evaluate right now because we thought he'd have a bigger week 1 than he had. Ingram or Mostert, you got to go Mostert, but Ingram could have a bounce back outing, I think. Bang, says Wesley. What's up, Kata? I'm sorry, I'm butchering a lot of your names. Terry McLaurin or Scotty Miller or Corey Davis. You can't go wrong with Terry McLaurin. I know you want to get Scotty in there. I'm not saying don't get Scotty in there, but McLaurin can't be benched. So I don't know if you can figure out a way to play both, but why do people veto trades? Song? I have no idea. I don't veto trades. I don't like whenever I set up a league, there's no veto. No veto. We are grown human beings. We can make our own decisions. And who's to say you're not going to hurt somebody from winning money because you don't like the trade they made and then ends up that player gets hurt. They could have won their championship and you stood in the way. I think if you veto, you should have accountability. You should have to, if that trade ends up being better for the person that you thought was getting raked over the coals, you should have to pay out a certain amount of money if you're wrong. That would nip that right in the bud. Go Goddard or Jonnu Smith. I go Jonnu. Gibson or Ingram. I go Ingram this week, but hopefully Gibson makes that difficult for you moving forward. I hope that's a good problem for you to have. Because, I think Gibson eventually gets going. Miles Sanders or Jonathan Taylor. I go Jonathan Taylor this week until we know what's going on with Miles. Setbacks happen. He could get eased into it. They're calling up Devonta Freeman. Why? Maybe just to kick the tires, have him on speed dial. But why do that now? Why do that now if you're Philly? Why go kick the tires on Devonta Freeman now? Right now? If you're defending that, like it's normal procedure in week 2, then hello, Miles Sanders owner. How you doing? JP with the super chat. I'm going to leave the super chats on the right side of the screen. Questions on the left. JP says, me and Ryan did a trade in the late startup league. That's a league that I did with my followers. And it says pending. Can you fix this? I will definitely go in there and look at that. So what was the trade? Post it below. I want to update everybody on that. Thank you for the super chat. Kind Sir JP. Mostert or Eckler? Man, that's a little tougher. And I won't lie. It feels a little uncomfortable to say go Mostert because Eckler, after 1 week, I'm telling you not to have a knee-jerk reaction. But me wanting to go Mostert doesn't mean I'm worried about Eckler as much as I'm hyped and amped about Mostert, especially for this week. So I don't think we can put it in that category. Like, hey, Smitty's taking Mostert over Eckler. He is worried. I think that there's an argument to be made on either side. Eckler might be a tad safer. A tad. He got 19 carries last week. Let's not twist things up. I know you're not happy that Eckler didn't have 75 receptions in week 1. I get it. I'm a little mad too. But bottom line is he got 19 carries. And I think they'll throw to him more. I think they know they messed up. I think they have video footage available to them. after the game. If it's not provided by the organization, they can YouTube it. They can go on NFL.com, and I bet you they've watched a little bit of film since week 1, and they know that, oopsie, we forgot to give Eckler 8 receptions. That's why we lost. Okay. Jordan, Emmanuel Sanders, Scotty Miller, Slayton, and Sutton, full PPR. How do I do in this trade? Fuller and Fant for Kittle. I like getting Kittle, bro. I like getting Kittle. Thank you for the super chat, first of all. What's up, Petty? What's up, Tone? What's up, Nitro? What's up, Ronaldo? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Goat? What's up, Derek? What's up, Wesley? Gosh. Going Slayton. You can't sit Slayton after 100 yards and 2 TDs in week 1. I know Scotty is an attractive start. I get it. And I'm not saying don't find a way to get him in your flex, but Slayton, if he is your flex, and you literally have 2 really good receivers ahead of Slayton, I just feel... Can you guys hear the music? I just feel... Tell me if you can hear the music, because I'm getting like a weird little warning here. That you can't bench a guy coming off 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's get Dr. Raj in the house. Can you guys hear the what's up, Dr. Raj?
What's up?
Let me see if I can get you. Oh, man. I got a problem here with Skype.
Oh, Skype. Garbage.
Dang it.
Niners got this early game tomorrow. I wanted to sleep into that tomorrow.
Yeah. Little music, yeah. Dr. Raj, I can't. I have no picture for you. I only have the big Skype logo. Man, how can I'm gonna try to fix this on the fly, but it's gonna waste a lot of time. Let me see here.
If I'm just a logo, I'm just a logo.
You're just a logo. Can you guys hear Dr. Raj at least?
Be a talking logo tonight.
Tell me if you can hear Dr. Raj. Okay, so I have a question here. Tell me what you think. Pick one: Emmanuel Sanders, Scotty Miller, Slayton, and Sutton. You got to pick one. They can at least hear you.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders. Okay.
Big game. No
What about the fact that Slayton's coming off 100 yards, bro? I'm trying to get a screenshot of you so I can put you up at least on the screen. Let me turn the music off. Damn it. Why is my Skype not working right now? What Slayton, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Explain why, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but because Sanders could have a big game and he's going to be leaned on heavily.
I think Sanders has a big game because no Michael Thomas, you expect those targets to go where? To Kamara and Sanders. So I think Sanders naturally benefits from Thomas not being there, but I do think Slayton is poised for a huge game playing the Bears, the Chicago Bears. To me, I mean, that's a matchup where it favors Slayton. But I'm just going with strictly the fact that no Michael Thomas is out, next man up. I think it's Sanders. It boosts his stock. But to say Slayton, that's not a wrong answer either. You can go with either one of those guys.
I'm glad you came in right in the nick of time. This guy Jordan here, loyal follower, always super chatting. He's a beast. His other part of his question was also, how did I do on this trade? Fuller and Fant for Kittle.
So he gave away Fuller and Fant?
Mm-hmm.
And he got Kittle?
So obviously, you know, we both love that, like, talent-wise. But talk about Kittle and how that's going to either benefit him or you know, is Kittle going to be back in time to make, you know, blow up? Is he going to be slow starting, getting back?
I think right now, like I said, they're being cautious with them. He's going to miss a game or two maybe at most, and then he's going to come back and be George Kittle that we all know, the best tight end in the league. And I think he's going to be able to reap him. It's the same thing as Mike Thomas, right? Mike Thomas, you sit a few games, you get him for cheap, and then you reap the rewards of having such a great player. So I think it's going to be a good move overall in the long term. You got to suffer through it for a few weeks, until he gets back. Hopefully he's back next week, but The thing with the Niners with this injury is, even if he's healthy, even if he wants to play, they gotta look at the financial standpoint because they just signed him up for a big contract. So they're gonna have to really keep that in mind as they go forward. So, but yeah, he's best tight end in the league. But Noah Fant, we've been saying it. He's a waiver wire champion this season.
Yep, he sure is. What kind of players would you give up to get Kittle right now in a redraft league?
Oh man. I mean, it depends on the value of your draft. You're right. You got to give up players. I mean, obviously, if you take up players that are kind of struggling, maybe something like that. But it's tough to put me on the spot. I haven't even thought of that.
How about I'll throw players at you? Keenan Allen.
No, Keenan Allen. Yeah, you know what? I would trade up in Keenan Allen for Kittle because ultimately, I think Kittle should do better than Keenan Allen.
Let me really throw you for a loop. Mark Andrews, the tight end right below Kittle.
Yeah, I know who it is.
What?
Man, that's tough. But yes, I would because Kittle's going to be overall better, but you're going to lose, like I said, a few weeks of production from a great tight end. But I think you give Mark Andrews for Kittle, great. You reap the rewards later. But it's not like something that you need to do. If you have Mark Andrews, why get rid of him? Because he's going to put up a good amount of numbers himself. So.
Okay. That I agree with you in some of that, and I think I keep Andrews myself.
Injuries suck, man.
Who do you have is the other question. If you had like a Fant or somebody that could weather you through waiting on Kittle, then it would make sense. But I think Andrews is probably already so close. What about, let me go one lower, Waller? You'd obviously trade Waller then if you're going to trade Andrews for him, but
it's the same situation. Yeah, you would. But at the end of the day, you got to really think: can you sacrifice those couple of weeks of injuries? So it's one of those things where injuries suck; they happen. But I wouldn't go frantic about it. See if you can pick someone up to weather the storm. If I'm a Kittle owner, I'm not, and that's the same thing. If I'm a Kittle owner, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna cry and go frantic. Just find someone to weather the storm. I wouldn't trade them away for everybody, but unless you can get someone. If I'm a Kittle owner and I could get a Waller or an Andrews, I'm going to be happy because, you're going to lose a few weeks. You're going to benefit from one of those guys, and then the production's not going to be that far of a drop-off in points, And he might be hampered a little bit by injury when he comes back.
Hall of Fame, sorry I didn't get to your question yet. 0.5 PPR, Jerry Jeudy, Brandon Cooks, Corey Davis. I'm going to go Jeudy. Dr. Raj may go Corey Davis here, but I think Judy's and
I'm going Corey Davis. I've been high on Corey Davis this week. They got no AJ Brown.
Yeah.
They got no AJ Brown. Corey Davis was the leading target getter last week. He led them in everything last week as far as receiving. It's a smart pick, but I do think Jerry Jeudy's a solid play this week. No Cortland Sutton, and Jerry Jeudy looked pretty nice. But again, the only thing I got against Jerry Jeudy, and he's my boy. This is my boy. I was the Jerry Jeudy hype machine in the offseason, right? He's still learning how to catch the ball in the NFL. NFL is a little bit harder than the college level, right? It's a lot harder. And he's got to be more consistent on catching the ball. I know it was his first game, but you got to make some of those catches in wide open space, man. He made some great moves. His route running was absolutely crisp. But you got to make those catches, and I think Corey Davis is set for a big game this weekend.
Okay. I'm going to speed through some of these real quick just to clear the super chats up. So hold on one second, Dr. Rush. Traded Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Gurley, Dak, and Josh Allen for Brady, Breeze, Barkley, and McLaurin. Clyde, Gurley, Dak, Josh Allen for Brady, Breeze. So Brady and Breeze, Dak and Allen. I mean, you can make arguments there on that for Barkley and McLaurin and Gurley and Clyde. JP, that's almost too much to process, man. It could go either way on that. I don't think you could argue somebody killed the other. If it's Dynasty, I love Clyde, but I also love Barkley. Dak and Josh Allen are pretty good. I love Brady and Breeze, but I like Dak and Josh Allen a little more. McLaurin.
They're all, it's pretty 50-50.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can even. But that's, you didn't get creamed, and you didn't, blast him either. Okay, Juju, Woods, DK, A-Rob, pick 2. I'm going to go quick answers on these ones, Dr. Raj. Juju, Woods, DK, and A-Rob. I'm going to go Juju and Woods this week, even though I love DK. You got to make a trade.
I got Juju and DK this week. I don't care if DK's going up against Gilmore. He's still going to have a good game.
Yeah, I like
DK. He will get clamped that time.
Find a way to trade out of that, man. There's no reason you should be putting yourself through that every week.
You got too many good
John,
you need to get running back.
John Brown, CeeDee Lamb in a flex for tight end, Goddard or TJ Hawkinson. I'm going with the Hawkness monster myself.
Yeah, Hawkins
and
monster.
John Brown is sneaky good. And Allen loves John Brown. Like, why John Brown was so overlooked.
John Brown played, but CeeDee Lamb's going to get his first touchdown in the NFL this weekend. Take CeeDee Lamb and the Hawkins monster.
Herndon or Logan Thomas. I go Herndon, but, look on your waivers, see if there's any other players. But, yeah, give me the Hawk. I'm right. I'm Mark Cleveland. What's up, man? Mark with a super. Mood with a super chat. Thank you, Mood. Mood, glad to see you back, bro. Mark Cleveland says, does Dr. Raj think Debo is close to 100% by mid-season? He has him on IR in his league.
I mean, he should be, but the way the Niners operate is they don't really disclose a lot of their injury information. They kind of keep things under wrap. But if you listen to Shanahan and Lynch when they talk about injuries, they kind of foreshadow things and they kind of give you clues. To me, it does sound like he will be back. He said he's working hard. From the last time I spoke with him, he did have a little bit of a setback a couple weeks ago when he started light practicing. But the problem is, he was sore after that. Hold on, I got some breaking news coming. My bad. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, you take care of that. I'll roll through these super chats. Okay, should I buy low on Matt Breida off waivers? Buy low off waivers, you mean like spend a lot of free agent dollars? I wouldn't. I wouldn't myself. I don't think he'll ever amount to a whole bunch. But Mood, tell me who else is on waivers, and I'll let you know. Big time news, says Nitro. Dr. Raj,
sorry, I got to get back to you. Muhammad Sanu's, I got to get this news out.
Well,
they just announced
tell us
tomorrow.
He's playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam Schefter just tweeted.
Okay, Dr. Raj.
I'll be there in a minute. Just want to get this news out.
All right, later.
No. I'll be there.
Oh.
He's
just going to type. He's going to type away. Okay. Next one, Mark Cleveland does. Oh, yeah, that was the one that Mark had. So, I think he'll talk more on Debo when he gets back in. Let's see here. So, Mood, tell me who you have on waivers. Okay, let me go through a speed round here. I'm watching the show in the shower, says Noah. Noah, cool, weird, awesome all at the same time. Appreciate you. Chark or Cup? I'm going Chark myself. Who uses their phone in the shower, says James. James is Noah's friend. We think. The way James treats him, I don't know. Trade Connor or Hunt. Connor and Hunt for, where was that? For Jonathan Taylor. Trade Connor and Hunt for Jonathan Taylor. I love Hunt, man. I figure out a way not to give Hunt up, but I probably take Taylor. But that one's kind of tough because I love Hunt that much. But I think you got to do that because Taylor's going to have like first round trade value soon. Equivalent. What's a good running back or wide receiver I could trade Waller for? I don't think you got to wait a week, man. Waller didn't go crazy in week 1. If anything, Waller just got devalued based on him not blowing up in week 1. So you got to wait. But I think if he blows up and has a big week 2, you could go after a struggling running back that already did it in week 1 that doesn't do it in week 2, like a Mostert. If Mostert, for whatever reason, struggled, earmuffs, Dr. Raj, he won't. But if Mostert did struggle, then you could buy low on him using Waller. If Hunt struggles in week 3 and you wait a little while, you wait till week 3, you could go after a Hunt. Let's say Jonathan Taylor comes out and flops in week 2, you could buy low on him. Waller's got a lot of value, but he's got to pop off before I think anybody's going to actually pay it. Like draft value, it was up there. All right, speed round. McLaurin, Zach Moss, or James Robinson. I'm going to go with McLaurin, but I'm tempted to go Zach Moss. Find a way to get Moss into your lineup. Traded away DK Dobbins for Amari Cooper. I'd rather have DK and Dobbins. I'm sorry. Wesley. You should have came to me with that, Wesley. I'm not going to make you take a lap because that's definitely arguable, but I would rather have DK over Cooper straight up, and JK's like graving that could win you a league if he gets in the lineup. Smitty, trade on the table, Hunt for Murray. You mean Lat Murray or Kyler Murray? I assume Kyler because Lat Murray's nowhere near Hunt. If it's Kyler and you have no quarterback, that's a fantastic, buy low on Kyler, even though you should be buying high. If it's Lat Murray, you need to take a big lap if that's actually Lat Murray, bro. BL with the super chat. Swift must pick up. He got dropped. Yes, grab Swift. Figure out a way to get him on your roster, even if you got to make a trade. He could be something down the road. Everybody like the stream. This is the smartest man in the room right here. Tone. Learn from him. Please like the show. It helps me out a ton and lets other people know about us because YouTube's going to be like, hey, this show is getting a bunch of likes. So let's tell everybody about it. That helps me out a ton. So please do what Tone just said. Thoughts on Mixon? I have a lot of content on him this week, so rewatch some of my streams. But I think David Watson. I'll have to read your question in a second. Thoughts on Mixon? I think Mixon is a sell high, as high as you can. You're not going to get a ton for him, but people are still going to pay. People are going to try and think they can swindle him away from you. Let them think they're swindling him away. Do some creative trade like. Sell as high as you can and get Jonathan Taylor and Chark, Jonathan Taylor and McLaurin, Jonathan Taylor and A.J. Brown, because A.J. Brown's going to come back and people are ready to give up on him. Like, figure out a way to get a player you like as good as Mixon, but on the quiet, on the DL, and figure out a way to...
baby. Mohamed Sanu and Brandon Ayuk will make their debuts for the San Francisco 49ers tomorrow against the Jets. Let's go!
Yep.
Let's go!
Tyler Lockett or Gallup? Speed round, Dr. Raj. It's like literally...
my bad. Sorry.
No. Speed round only.
Tyler Lockett or Gallup, baby.
Gallup.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Super chat. First of all, thank you, Stuart. And your question is Big Ben or Wentz? Dr. Raj, Big Ben or Wentz? I'm going Big Ben.
Big Ben. Easy.
Lamb, Woods, or Scary Terry in the flex. Why are you considering benching Woods, bro? Like, I like Scary Terry, find a way to play him, but Woods is a top 10 wide receiver right now in almost everyone's eyes. In fact, trade him if you're even, worried about him and you want to get Scary Terry in there. You could upgrade your running back like crazy trading Woods away. I'm a Cowboys fan with ATL Air show coming, so Lamb in the flex at the moment. I don't know that you gotta play Woods, man. You gotta play Woods. Read the rest of a Cowboys fan. Read the rest. I'm a Cowboys fan. LOL. Worried Slayton. Stuart, hold on. I'm a Cowboys fan. I don't understand the rest of the question, so Stuart, post it again, and I'll circle back with you. Noah wouldn't trade A.J. Brown for Woods, says James. I don't necessarily blame him if he doesn't want to do that. Everybody giving up on A.J. Brown, I think it's a little knee-jerk reaction. Like, so I don't blame him at all, bro. I'm not giving up on A.J. Brown. Would I give up A.J. Brown for Woods if I needed to win and I had a loss and I felt like this is a difference maker for me and I'm going to go 0-2 if I don't do it? I'm playing a tough team. Maybe. Context matters, but A.J. Brown, yeah, Master Yoda, buy low. Exactly. Who do you pick up at flex? Bro, who should I pick up at flex? Ayuk or Metcalf? Okay, you got Dr. Raj in the house. He might tell you something different, but you need to take a lap right now for asking that. DK Metcalf.
I love Brandon Ayuk. That's my boy. He's making his NFL debut tomorrow.
But DK
Metcalf. So hold on. Let me finish my thoughts, man. DK Metcalf has played a full season, and he's Russell Wilson's go-to guy. I know he has a tough matchup against Gilmore. Brandon Ayuk's a rookie. You can't expect him to outplay DK Metcalf. As much as I want Ayuk to go bananas tomorrow, DK Metcalf is the smart play, the safer play. And if Brandon Ayuk outscores DK Metcalf, then shit, man. That's sorry my language. That's just amazing. But
Yeah.
I don't expect DK Metcalf to get outscored by Brandon Ayuk. Although I do want Brandon Ayuk to have a big game. Go Gadget Brandon.
Hey, Dr. Raj, any way you could tell your people we're on live on YouTube?
Yeah, I'll let him know.
If possible, they get some more of your peeps in here. Take a lap, says Master Yoda. Parker or Ayuk. For those that don't know, I'm trying to get you on. I'm trying to get you on, Dr. Raj. See if I can fix this. I could send you a Zoom link. Do you have Zoom?
I do.
I could send you a Zoom link. Let me try and fix that. Let me get that taken care of. Hold on. New meeting. Join with your computer audio. And we're going to send it to Dr. Raj. Pino, Super Chat, thank you. Flex Help, Marvin Jones Jr., Corey Davis, Robbie Anderson, or Anthony Miller. Probably Corey Davis is your safest. And then, but Robbie Anderson's got a lot of upside, you know, coming off a big game. You're new to fantasy. Austin, you don't need to take a lap. If you're new to fantasy, don't you worry about it.
Take a lap.
Let me see if I can bring you in, Dr. Raj. 1 second. Copy link. Okay, hold on. Am I frozen for you guys? Uh-oh. I shouldn't have messed with Zoom. I shouldn't have messed with Zoom, Dr. Raj.
You messed it, bro. You shouldn't have messed it up, bro.
Let's see if we can get it back. Hey, I'm frozen. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. Let me see if I can plug in a webcam. Dr. Raj, take over this question for me.
Okay.
Let's see. Flex, James Robinson, John Brown, or Darius Slayton. Handle that one for me while I get a webcam, because I don't know why.
What's the question again?
It's Slayton, James Robinson, or John Brown.
Go Slayton. Slayton, baby. Sorry, I got so much information coming on me today right now. This was the worst night to go. Mohamed Sanu, baby. Oh my God. Frozen. It's done. It's over. He's cooked up.
All right, Dr. Raj. Let's see if I can get my...
You're frozen, man. You're broken up on it. Let's restart.
No, we can't do that because then everyone's going to... Let's see if we can get this going. I want to enter, click a webcam. There we go. Plugged in a webcam. The other camera's frozen for whatever reason, but we're good to go. Let's see here. If you're in the room, thumbs up. Despite all the frozen complications. Blake with the super chat. Eckler on a trade for Malcolm Brown, and I have Chubb, Barkley, and Taylor. Should I trade Chubb or Eckler for Thielen? Trying to make sense of that question here. Got Eckler on a trade. Oh, you got Eckler via trade for Malcolm Brown, which is crazy. I can't believe you did that. You need to get, I mean, I think I'm going to hear a lot of negativity on this one because I doubted Thielen a little more than I should have heading into week one. We all make mistakes. We're all human, Dr. Raj. But I don't necessarily know that he's going to be for sure, you know, a beast like he was in week one all year long. But I admit Thielen's got more value than I probably should have given him credit for. But I'm not trading Eckler or Chubb for Thielen straight up. I'm trying to get a different receiver. I'm trying to get like an Evans.
Thielen is good. He's proved himself right now. But you know, you got to give him credit because he's played great since he's come in the league and he's worked hard. You know the story of Thielen where he came out of nowhere and burst on to the screen. But I'm not giving up those guys.
Yeah.
To get Adam Thielen, come on, bro.
Yeah. I'm not feeling the Thielen on that one. I like Thielen.
I'm not feeling it, baby.
I like Thielen, but not that much.
I'm not feeling it.
I would probably, man, this is weird. This camera looks like I got like chicken pox. Hold on. Mood with the super chat. Derek with the super chat. Boom, boom. Mood, thank you for the super chat, young man. Should I pick up Chenault off waivers? Drop Joshua Kelly, Fournette, or Pollard? If so, I would have to drop Josh Kelly, Fournette, or Pollard. I mean, Pollard, so you can't drop Fournette. He could have a lot of value moving forward. You can't drop Kelly, I don't think. Pollard and Chenault. Yeah, no, I'm keeping Pollard. I think Pollard could win you a league. I like Chenault, but I don't like him enough. You're not going to be starting Chenault, man. I don't think you will be. I like him, but there's no way I'm dropping those guys. Thank you for super chat, Mood. What running back do you think I can get for John Brown? Not a lot. People are not going to buy into him after 1 week. I think he's a great value. I like him as like a sneaky good wide receiver 3-4, meaning you might play him at flex if the matchup's right, but no one's going to give you anybody for that. Try and get Zach Moss for him maybe before week 2, please. But past that, bro, let's see if I'm still frozen on my other camera. I am. There I am. There I am. Let's do a split screen with frozen Smitty. There I am. There I am. I'm frozen. Let's see here. Did I miss any super chats? Hollywood. Pick 2. Hollywood, McLaurin, Kelsey. You can't sit Kelsey, man, but at the same time, like, who do you...
Pick, what was it?
Kelsey, Hollywood, Brown, McLaurin. You got to pick 2.
Good night, Sally.
I know. Like,
Can you start all 3 somehow?
I know.
Who's your other tight end?
Well, I mean, I think it's his only tight end. Well, yeah, you're right. And unless it's all flexes. A lot of people have...
Yes. Kelsey tight end. You don't... Unless it's just like all flex league. What is that, bro?
Yeah, some people have like weird all flex plays. What running back? So I would start... So you're putting Kelsey in, but are you playing Hollywood, Dr. Raj, or are you playing McLaurin?
I go with Hollywood because the touchdown upside. I mean, I think he's just a big threat waiting to happen, but I don't say it with like 100% confidence because McLaurin can sauce up anybody out there.
I know. McLaurin's so good. I think because Hollywood is in the better offense, an offense that's going to light it up in week 2, you got to go with the volume play. That's what I'm... Hit the thumbs up on your way in the door. Please let everybody know about the show. Tim says... that was Tim's question. So, Tim, I would go Hollywood and Kelsey, but again, we're like at a confidence of Hollywood over McLaurin by like 51%, bro. That's a really, really tough one.
Breaking news from Adam Schefter. Bears and Tariq Cohen agreed to a 3-year extension worth $17.25 million with $9.533 fully guaranteed. Tariq Cohen, $17 million 3-year extension.
I wonder what that does to Monty, even though everyone knows Cohen's only a gadget player, really. Like a...
17 million is pretty good for a gadget.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what Lev Bell got, right? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Derek says, what running back do you think I can get for John Brown? Oh, that's the one we already answered. Derek, hopefully I helped you with that one. But I don't think you're going to get much yet. But wait. If he has another big game, people might. I mean, again, try for Zach Moss if you can, even if you have to give up a little bit. Zach Moss, you might be able to finagle if you had like another running back that like I'd give up Hines for Moss straight up, but that's me. So if you had to throw in like a John Brown, I'd do that. Eckler on the oh, you already did that. I already read that one. I'm pulling all the old super chats on. What am I doing? Jason, full PPR, Emmanuel Sanders in flex, or drop N'Keal Harry and pick up Scotty Miller. I'd drop Harry at this point. I hate to say it. I just don't know if Cam's gonna utilize him enough. I love Harry's talent, but he's in a bad situation. Again, like what a crappy hand this guy's been dealt. Gets hurt his rookie year. Cam Newton's not going to throw enough, I don't think, to make Harry consistent. And Scotty Miller's going to have a big game. But do you start Scotty Miller, Tom Brady's potentially second favorite target in week 2? Or do you pick up Sanders and hope that he gets a boatload of volume?
Emmanuel Sanders?
Yeah, or Scotty Miller, who looks good in Tampa, and he's going to play in place of Godwin.
I think Scotty Miller is going to have a good week this weekend because of Godwin's out. But you know me, I'm riding high on Emmanuel Sanders this week. If you're asking me anything against Emmanuel Sanders, 90% of the time I'm going to pick Emmanuel Sanders. I just, for some reason, think he's going to have a big night. Monday Night Football.
Let's see what Frozen
No
Smitty. Let's ask Frozen Smitty, see what he thinks.
Frozen Smitty.
I would go with Scotty Miller because Brady loves him.
That's true. He does.
Scotty Miller getting all the targets, says Nitro. I think I have a Scotty Miller fan club in my community. They love Scotty Miller. You could ask him Scotty Miller or Robert Woods right now, and they probably all tell you Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller, though. Scotty Miller just doesn't have the name that pops off as like someone that you got to get Scotty Miller. I just. That or
it flows off the tongue nicely. It's either one or the other.
Okay, I got a request here from one of my friends. He's asking me, Smitty, should I ask? He says, ask Smitty, who should I start? Tom Brady versus the Panthers or Josh Allen versus the Dolphins?
Josh Allen.
Okay, I'll let him know.
I mean, that's like
super chat.
That's a.
Tom Brady's your boy.
But Allen's playing at a Tom Brady. You know, even if you assume Tom Brady's as good as I predict him to be, he's down Godwin. He's still trying to get to. He's still trying to get to know his offense. We don't know if they're going to get all the kinks worked out in week 2 because they did look like they were struggling. Although he had 3 TDs, like everyone needs to relax. But Allen is going to destroy in week 2. Zach Moss is going to destroy that Dolphins defense in week 2. I think Allen could have 70 yards rushing and a touchdown on top of all of his passing stuff.
Got it. Say less.
Nailed it. Did you tell your people?
Yeah, they should be coming.
Okay, cool. Hit the thumbs up on your way in. We bumped up 20. Thumbs up on the way in. It helps the show.
See, hook you up, man.
JP?
Good man, Smitty.
JP, I'm the leader of the Scotty Miller fan club, and he wanted to spend $2 to say that. That's how impressive my community is. Just to rub it in everybody's faces that he is conducting the train. He's going to drop that. Stuart says, 3rd lap, but my concern is Slay traveling with Woods, love CD versus Atlanta, and like Scary too. I look to upgrade running back, but trades in this league are rare. Okay. What you can't bench Woods if that's what you're asking here, Stuart. If there's another one, you can follow up. Sorry, but you're not benching Woods, man. You can't bench Woods. Woods is a top 15. So don't be concerned at all about Woods. I think Scary Terry and CD, you could argue that if you're contemplating those two. And, I could get behind CD if you really felt like he was going to be a better play. But Scary Terry, I'm not putting on the bench. Not for a rookie that probably will be up and down. I like CD. He's going to look good at times.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, I picked up Nyheim Hines with 50% fab. Is it worth it? Probably. If you need a running back, you made a smart move in PPR. He's going to be pretty steady. He'll be steady Eddie. Or steady Nyheim.
He's going to be a steady target. I agree.
Steady Nyheim. Calvin Ridley or Woods. That's a tough one. I'm going to say Calvin.
I was just going to say, I like Calvin Ridley. it's not like it's not one of those where it's like 100% you take Ridley, because on the other flip side, Woods can play really good. He can have a good game, but I like Ridley. The offense is kind of clicking. Matty Ice, that's just a target he's gonna hit, and the offense, even though they lost last week, they were clicking, and Calvin Ridley I think takes a big jump this season. I like Calvin.
Yeah, I like Calvin a lot too.
Yeah.
Next question. We got to get that fixed so that people can see you, Dr. Raj. This is annoying.
Hey, you're frozen. They can't see me. This is a bad Saturday night.
Let's check with Frozen Smitty. He's still frozen, bro.
You're looking at me like you haven't made. At first, I was concerned. I was like, "Why is he not moving?" And then I was like, "Oh, he froze."
You'll have Saquon. This is all capital letters, so I'm gonna scream it. Yeah, I only had Saquon Barkley, Leonard Fournette, so I was desperate for running back too. I don't know what. Maybe I missed the trade. Edelman or Marvin Jones, I'd say find a better option personally. Super chat from Mister. Thank you, Mister, for super chatting. Hey, Smitty, remember my all wide receiver team? My running backs were Ingram, Mack, FML. Who can I target at running back? Team is Watson, Julio, Tyreek, Hollywood Brown, Cooper Kupp, Green, Campbell, Corey Davis, Ruggs, Ingram. That's rough, bro. I don't know that you're going to have to try and trade like Julio for a wide receiver that I believe to be near his value. Like not going to be better than Julio, but could compete and try and get an extra running back on top of that, like a Hines and a Godwin. You know, that would be a saving type move for you, bro. You got to pinpoint a wide receiver that is perceived to be lower that you feel could be as good, and then look at the running backs that he can add in and throw, like Zach Moss. Go to the Zach Moss team, mister. Find out what wide receivers he has. Can you do a swap with him? And then come back. Let me know what he has. Let me know what the Zach Moss owner has at running back and wide receiver. JP, Jason, go with Scotty Miller. JP spends dollar bills, y'all, when he's talking about Scotty Miller. Petty says Smitty, flex Boston Scott. No. McKinnon or Campbell or Golden Tate. I go Campbell. I think the target should be there. I think he got like 9 targets last week. Boston Scott.
I think McKinnon's a sneaky play this weekend, but I think the safe pick is Campbell. I think Jared McKinnon's going to sneakily have some nice targets. He could get a touchdown this week, but I think the safe pick is Paris Campbell.
Boston Scott isn't a thing anymore, Petty. So you need to put in Campbell. Boston Scott is not a thing. Jason, sorry I missed your super chat. Scary Terry or Scotty Miller. JP says Scotty Miller. I'm not benching Scary Terry, but you would not be considered reckless by me if you went Scotty. I definitely see Scotty scoring a touchdown. I feel like the volume's going to be there. I'm not mad at you if you go Scotty. I myself am not benching McLaurin. To me, McLaurin has potential wide receiver 1 appeal, so I feel like it would be a lot riskier to bench McLaurin than to bench Scotty. But either one could out-deliver the other. Very, very possible. Arik with the super chat. Thank you, Arik. Can you rank Gallup, Anderson, and Paris Campbell for me? Gallup.
Gallup.
Space. Anderson.
Campbell.
Yeah, exactly how you have it.
Exactly how you wrote it.
Reason being, man, is Gallup is the most talented of that group. He's in an offense that's going to produce a lot of points in production and move the chains a lot, more opportunity to score. And Gallup, Amari Cooper owners are going to get mad, and that's fine. Put your earmuffs on if you're an Amari owner or fan. But if CeeDee Lamb had not landed in Dallas in that NFL draft, Dr. Raj, I was going to predict, and I took it back as a prediction that I was working on because it's harder to make sense of it with Lamb there now. But if Lamb had not landed in Dallas, I was going to make a prediction this year that Gallup outscored Amari Cooper.
We said I remember that. Actually, I do remember that. We sat here and you said it. You said Gallup was going to outscore Cooper. I remember that.
Now, I don't know that that's going to be...
Scrapped it. We did talk about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be possible now because CeeDee Lamb inserted into the lineup potentially is going to remove Gallup from a lot of the targets and plays that he would have had, whereas it probably won't remove it from Amari Cooper. So what you're going to have is an influx of people coming at me all year going, and you said you were going to rank Gallup over Cooper. Again, Gallup's targets are probably going to get taken away and diminished because of the presence of Lamb. It sucks, but it's the way it is. But I'm still loving Gallup, and I pictured Gallup scoring a touchdown in week 2. I envision it when I close my eyes, Dr. Raj. I can see it coming. And if Cooper goes down at any point, Gallup is going to be a baller all year. So.
Shot caller.
Yup.
I see it.
Drake,
I know it.
Jonathan Taylor, Gallup, Davis, full PPR pick 3. Drake shouldn't even be in this conversation. You should be asking me. Actually, Taylor and Drake, take them out, JJ. And I know you super chatted,
Take a lap.
but take them out. This is a one start question. Drake and Taylor are in your lineup. Smitty, who do I start out of these 2 players, Gallup or Davis? That would be the question. And my answer is going to be Gallup. I'm pretty sure Dr. Raj may go Davis. Gallup or Davis, Dr. Raj, in week 2?
I think Gallup be just because the matchup, he should have a big game. But I really like Corey Davis this week, man. I don't say it with 100% confidence because I don't think Corey Davis is a wrong answer, but I think Gallup's the safe play.
I think your running backs do good this week, by the way. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. How did I do? I traded Jacobs for Barkley. You did fantastic, Chris. You convinced somebody that I would say like $75 in cash, which is a lot, is worth $100. I think is what you did. I still like Jacobs. He's a expensive player, but Saquon Barkley is Saquon Barkley, and you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Gronk and go Scotty Miller. JP's just continuing to just shovel out. He's like he's at the club. Scotty Miller Club. Got a Dynasty trade Connor, Snell, Godwin, and your 2021 first for Saquon Barkley. Yes, I do that. I don't care. You're getting Barkley, your 2021, unless your team's garbage, will not be that high if you've got Barkley, in my opinion. And I love Godwin, but I throw in a first rounder all day long. I throw in 2 first rounders to get Barkley in a Dynasty league. So, fantastic trade, Torres. I like that a lot.
It's a good move. He did good. He did well, Sonny.
James Robinson. James Robinson, Chark, Marvin Jones, John Brown, Corey Davis, Snell. Pick wide receiver 2 and flex. Pick a wide receiver 2 and a flex. I'm going to go Chark and James Robinson. I'm giving him the start again in week 2. I think they want to give him a lot of work. They keep talking about him getting all the work. So I'm excited enough about the volume there. Corey Davis is probably your safer play. But if you want to roll that dice, if you travel to Vegas at least 2 times a year, I go James Robinson. If you are the kind of person that won't go to Vegas at all, then you throw Corey Davis in there and you don't turn on the games on Sunday.
I'm not even worrying about it.
He's not. Dr. Raj lives in Vegas.
I lived there. You know what? I lived in Vegas for how long did I live there? 28 years of my life, bro.
So he started.
I know not to gamble. I don't want to gamble any more than I ever have. I'm taking Corey Davis. That's a safe pick. If you do better with the other side, you caught lightning in a bottle.
Chark.
Guess what? I ain't gambling.
Chark and James Robinson, same team. What do you mean though, Gary?
Chark and James Robinson. I take Chark.
You're saying pick one. If I'm picking one, I mean I don't have any problem playing with both, if that's what your question is. But Chark, I believe is the start.
Take a lap, Smitty. Tell me to take a lap.
I'm not going to tell you to take a lap, Gary, because Dr. Raj wants this.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a
That's from Dr. Raj, not me.
That's from me, not from Smitty. Yes, from
James Robinson's worth a look, but I start Chark. JP
like a look.
JP says, last Scotty Miller super chat. Just want to make sure people know who's conducting the train when he gets 10 receptions for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in week. Yeah, JP, if he has 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, we're going to put your name up on next Saturday night's live screen in the corner.
Dude,
It may be really small,
Scotty too hottie, baby.
but you're
Scotty
going
too hottie.
we'll put you right here the entire show. Okay, so remind me on that because I won't remember that. Diggs or Melvin Gordon. I'm going to go. Man, I was going to say Melvin Gordon. What are you talking about? But then, that matchup, man, the Miami Dolphins, Diggs is going to have a day, I think, but I think Melvin Gordon's safer. We don't know. Is Lindsey out? Is Lindsey officially out, or is he playing? Like, what's Lindsey's status?
No, he's out. He's out.
Yeah,
He
so,
was out, like, 2 days ago.
yeah. So, Melvin, volume. Nitro says Scotty Miller 15-plus targets. That would be a day. Okay, so Nitro and JP, if either one of your predictions come true, you're going to be at the top left corner of next Saturday's live stream the entire show. Unless I accidentally close it and have to put it back up. Scotty,
And it's frozen and your picture doesn't show up.
yeah, let's see what Smitty says. Frozen Smitty. I would like to start Melvin Gordon. Scotty Miller or Corey Davis? Dr. Raj?
Scotty Davis.
Scotty Miller. Scotty Davis. He's starting Scotty Davis. He's going to start both.
I'm going to start them both. No, actually, I'm taking Scotty too. As much as I've been hyping up Corey Davis this week,
You're getting
I really
influenced.
like him, you got to go with Scotty because he's going to take Godwin's production, and Godwin.
I kind of feel like you've already answered Corey Davis with that question already.
No,
But
I don't think I have.
I think you've been influenced by all of JP's super chats, so it's like hypnotism.
I think you're winning me over, man. I like Corey Davis. Remember I said it. I said I like Corey Davis, but that's tough.
Dr. Raj, Scotty, look at my pen. Scotty Miller. You will start Scotty Miller over Brandon Ayuk. Over Brandon Ayuk in week 2.
Yeah, that's the one that they asked. They said it was Scotty versus Brandon Ayuk. Oh no, it was DK Metcalf and Brandon Ayuk.
Juju or Diggs? I'm going Juju.
Juju.
I like Diggs, man. That's like a flex potential guy, but Juju's like arguable high-end wide receiver too, maybe higher.
I told you, with Big Ben back, Juju he's great.
Yeah, 191 in the room. Hit the thumbs up. I can't tell you how much it helps me. What is our thumb up count at? Let's see what it's at. It is at 112. Okay, that's respectable. Respectable. Mister, it still helps if you punch it, so thank you very much. Whoa. Everything's acting up. Whenever I get on Skype with you, all my stuff stops working properly.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I don't know how much resource, patching in Skype is on my live stream, but the Moss owner has Mostert at running back 2. His wide receivers are Moore, McLaurin. You think I could swing Julio and someone else for Mostert in one of those wide receivers? So his wide receivers are Moore and McLaurin. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. You need to make a move, mister. Your team was like Ingram and no running back 2 at all. And I honestly feel like DJ Moore is your best shot because he had a lot of wide receiver 1 potential and people in the fan club for that kind of value. He had a big room of people that were supporting him as a wide receiver 1, like a sneaky good wide receiver 1. He could still become that. I think Mostert and DJ Moore would be a decent move. What do you think about that, Dr. Rush, for Julio?
Say it one more time.
He's got Julio, but he's got no running backs. He went like wide receiver happy in his draft. Mm-hmm. And it sometimes goes well. Like I actually like that approach and depending on your draft slot. But it went badly for him. He's got Ingram and Mac's out for the year, so he's literally got Ingram only. Should he trade Julio away for DJ Moore and Mostert?
Yeah, do it because you don't have a running. What are you going to do? Pick up a waiver wire that's not going to get you any points?
Do you like?
Great, but you have the leverage. You get a pretty solid receiver back and more.
Do you,
Mostert, who's great player, and he's going to be probably put up more points than anybody you can pick up on the waiver wire.
Do you
I
like
think you got to do it.
McLaurin more than DJ Moore? McLaurin?
I like McLaurin more than DJ
Okay.
Moore, of course, but
Okay.
I mean,
He
you
can
gotta
get him.
what you can get.
I'd probably take either one. I like McLaurin a lot. So
I like McLaurin. If that's what you can get, great. If not, you take, like I said, you take what you can get. But you definitely need to make that move. Raheem Mostert is a beautiful parting gift to get, giving up Julio Jones. Plus,
Yeah.
you get a good receiver in the mix.
Bob with the super chat, Stuart with the super chat. I'm gonna start with Stuart. His was first, then Bob. I'm coming over to you. All set. Thanks for slapping the fanatic out. Yeah. Your lineup is Big Ben, Zeke, Mixon, Juju, Hill, Woods, Goddard, and Titans and Crosby. Potentially sell Mixon for a Jonathan Taylor and Chark, or a Jonathan Taylor and McLaurin, or a Jonathan Taylor and AJ Brown. Try your best to get rid of Mixon if you can get like a player like that I love, and Jonathan Taylor, and I think he could be better than Mixon, to be honest. Computer Bob, drop Boston Scott for any starting wide receiver for Miami. Mike Williams or Kirk or Robbie Anderson or Swift. I'd probably drop Boston Scott for Swift in a heartbeat and just tuck him away nicely on your bench, because I worry about Detroit. Like, we talked about this the other day, Dr. Raj. Detroit has had no running back since Barry Sanders and 1 year of Reggie Bush playing well. But Swift is their best chance, man. And he should get a heavy amount of run.
Yeah, I wouldn't count AP out. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, but he's talking about dropping Boston Scott for him. Like, Swift shouldn't be available. I like that.
You're right.
These other guys, like, I could see him being available, but Swift, he shouldn't be available. Like, you should be stashing him, but you don't play him yet. Wait for him to get called upon.
You gotta wait for his moment, baby.
Let's see what Frozen Smitty says. I would take Swift. Okay. Montgomery, Deontay, or Scotty. Scotty. The answer is Scotty. Don't make JP super chat again. He said he wasn't going to do it.
You guys have sold me on Scotty. I came in tonight. I was going to come in and give you all the Corey Davis hype in the world. But you know what? You guys really sold me on Scotty Too Hottie. That's the pick.
Take a lap.
You will start Scotty at your
start
flex.
Scotty.
Don't make JP super chat again.
I'm hypnotized.
That question probably irked JP. He probably left. He probably slammed his computer down, walked out. I wouldn't give up Taylor except for like 3 or 4 guys in the whole league. Well, this guy 12, you're the guy that's going and getting Taylor. So, like, I understand. And I'm feeling really, really good about his potential weeks, 2 through 17. But the point is, Nyheim Hines is still holding a lot of people back from locking him into that, I feel great about Taylor. That people have weird reactions. Dr. Raj can probably tell you this too from his line of work. But what I find funny in fantasy football is that fear of excellence reaction that people have, Dr. Raj, where they fear, but it's different than that. This is different. This is one of my psychology videos I'm going to do, psychology behind fantasy football trading and all that. This one's weird. This is like, I have to figure out what exactly psychological category this is going to fall under, definition or topic. But it's like a fear of excellence. People want to get out before, they don't want things to go badly. This is why some people ruin relationships. I have a psychology degree. This is why some people sabotage a good relationship, because they're afraid of being left. They're afraid of someone leaving them and creating this false sense of everything's great and it's going to come crashing down. They want to destroy it so that they don't get disappointed. It's weird that some people that own Jonathan Taylor, and I'm going to do a psychology video on this, they literally want to get rid of him right now because Hines feels like that destructive piece, that broken foundation where everything's going to come crumbling down. And that's why I tell everybody, go now to get Jonathan Taylor. If maybe the owner of Jonathan Taylor is going to love him, and you won't be able to pull this off, but you might as well see if that's the kind of owner that has him.
Yeah, it's a self-sabotage.
Yeah,
that's what we call it.
Self-sabotaging.
Yeah. That's what you do. You do that in relationships. People do that, and it's funny because what they do is everything's going too good, and you're like, it's too good to be true, and you do everything you can in your power to mess it up. That's what happened. And people do that in fantasy.
I'm
They do everything.
gonna do a video on this because
Everything.
it's
And we throw it
important.
away.
It's an important topic. Do you find this in your therapy, your physical therapy, that people you're like
100%.
you're like
It's
don't
just
go
people in general.
don't go tear your ACL this weekend by going early and running, and they go running because they can't handle following directions for one, but two, it's self-sabotage.
It's self-sabotage. That's what it is, buddy.
Stuart with another super chat. Did I miss any other super chats? Augie. Sorry, Augie. I was going on a rant. Moss or Singletary? I go Moss. Moss is going to have a breakout game. I like James Robinson too, but I'm going Moss, man. I'm going all in on Moss. It's a little bit of a dice roll, Augie. If you're a safe guy, if you're in quality control, for your company, and that's your job title, you might want to go safe with James Robinson. He will have 11.6 rushes and 2.9 receptions, Augie. But if you are that dice rolling, long-haired dude in Vegas, just dropping a 100 on red just because you're walking by the elevator and it's sitting right there, I'm putting all of it on red, and red is Zach Moss in week 2. Thank you for the super chat. Stuart, trades are rare, but bench is Akers, Rojo, Gibson. Yeah, when trading's rare, I hate that league. So we got to, let's see here. Gibson, I like Gibson a lot. I don't know that he's ready yet, but if you're in a bind, and Stuart, I already forget who your lineup is, but I think I go Gibson if you're worried at all about like a questionable spot. All right, Noah, what are you complaining about? You're acting like a rookie's first career game is their ceiling. Oh, you're probably talking to somebody else. I don't think that's for me. Hawkinson or Jonnu Smith? I'm going Hawk. I'm going the Hawkness monster, but both could have a very, very decent game. I like Jonnu Smith a lot. He's top 7 to 8 material. The Hawkness monster, to me, is potentially top 5, top 6. So they're close, but I'm going Hawk.
Close. I like Hawk. I think he's a big play. Him and Flat, Iowa tight ends, baby. You better load him up.
Did Smitty just do like a 1920s read all about it voice? What would one call that? You mean what voice did I do? What was I even talking about? I don't know. Maybe Frozen Smitty? When I said, hello, I'm Frozen Smitty. Was that it, Xavier? I don't know. I don't know why I'm frozen on that camera.
I don't know why.
It's my built-in. It's actually my built-in one because like in my temporary studio here, because my studio is launching. It could be. It probably won't be. It's going to be ready this weekend coming up. But I have to have an inspection done by the city, so I can't even like move in yet. So I don't know. That could take a little longer than I want. So I'm beholden to the inspector. I'm going to have donuts ready, glass of milk, and the inspector is going to come in, and I'm going to be like,
take a lap. Take a lap.
Just kidding. I'm gonna take a lap. If the inspector tells me to take a lap, I'm taking it. I don't care. I want that studio ready to go. 191 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up on your way in the door. I appreciate it. Ingram or Hawk? I'm going Hawk. Not crazy to go Ingram, but I'm going Hawk, Jason. I'm going with the Hawkness monster, bro. Thoughts on the Steelers running back situation? I'm staying away, man. I'd probably start Snell before I start Connor, but I'm staying away because Connor's playing. Trade. This one's tough, man.
What is it?
Trade Galladay and Monty for Mike Thomas. I would. Because Galladay's already out. Mike Thomas is...
Dude, you got a 1-injured player.
Whatever,
it is whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna get, like we talked about this earlier today on Instagram. You suffer a couple weeks with Michael Thomas. When he comes back, you're about to eat one of the top receivers in the league. You suffer a few weeks. You get him. You ride the ship, and then you can win your league if you're still in good position by that point. He comes back. Yeah,
I differ from Dr. Raj a little bit on this only because I'm guessing he's a trained professional in physical therapy and a doctor. But I'm a master. I got a master's. He's got a doctor. It's a master versus a doctor. And I'm going to say that Mike Thomas is going to magically be better faster than people think. Dr. Raj thinks it's probably like 3 or 4 more weeks, right, Dr. Raj?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be at least a couple weeks.
I mean, it's a little guesswork gets injected into the show.
Sprain, man.
I mean, is it, or is it a medium ankle sprain?
No, you know what? Listen,
are we measuring with the tape measure where that sprain actually is? Or are we just guessing? Are we?
No, it's not a guess. It's a scientific proof.
But where
anatomy? You can't make up anatomy because it's your human body. You can't make it up. Let me say something. A wise man once said, "A sprained ankle ain't nothing to play with." Okay, you can say what you got to say.
Well, you know what? I've seen a man called Saquon Barkley return faster than everybody said he would. I know that's Saquon, but MT is a pretty healthy dude, and
I know, but
he may have big guns, but he's a slender dude, less weight on the ankle. He might float around on it a little easier than the average bear. I'm just saying, I have a weird feeling. Call this total guesswork, because it's what it is.
Very guesswork.
Very, very guesswork.
It's 4 to 6 weeks. I remember reading there was an article, and they called it the dreaded high ankle sprain because it's the worst type of ankle sprain you can get. High ankle sprain's bad because that part of the joint is it's very susceptible to a lot of.
And you know what I've learned? I've learned that human beings are involved in the reporting process. Human beings.
I'm just gonna say, don't be surprised if he misses a couple more weeks than he.
I won't be. But I'm guessing that now I'm willing to roll the dice and put one of my 18 teams. Easier said than done for me because I have 18 teams to do it. But
good night, Sally.
But I'm gonna roll that dice on one of my teams and cost me maybe the entire season by banking on Mike Thomas being back a little earlier than everyone's trying to act. Because the report today was that there's little hope that Mike Thomas would, or the report, I think it was earlier today or then yesterday, and these ruled out. But there's little hope that Mike Thomas would be available for week 2. And the fact that that report even came out angled that way made me feel like, okay, there's been rumblings by beat writers and around that organization that they may wondered if he could be healed in time. So for me to get a whole nother week, I'm feeling like maybe he'll test it out, maybe miss one more week, and then he's going to be that amazing, I can't believe the man came back so early.
Wishful thinking, man.
I agree. I agree.
I'm just going to say, like I said, I'll be very surprised. But we'll see. I could be wrong. David
Johnson, DJ Moore. If I missed a super chat, I'm going to go look up. Sorry if I didn't get it. David Johnson, DJ Moore. I think that's tougher than people think because DJ Moore, I think, could have a little bit of a bounce back. I didn't like his draft value at all in 2020 drafts at all. Pretty much all offseason long. But at this juncture, the draft's already happened. I'm judging people based on what I think they can do moving forward. DJ's the start, but you need to sell DJ high if you own DJ at some point. I'm not saying you have to do it in week 2. Someone like Noah is going to come in here and twist up everything I'm saying and say to me, because he did. Everybody did. They came in there like, after his week 1 game, you were wrong about DJ. And I said 1,000 times heading into week 1, DJ is going to have a big week 1. He's going to have a big week 1, and he did.
He did.
I also said you'll want to at some point. I'd do it right after the week 1 game. I would have already done it. Sell high before he leaves you holding the bag of crap, because that's what's going to happen. He's going to leave you holding the bag, and what are you going to do then? You can, and if I'm wrong, you know what, Dr. Raj? I won't lose a wink of sleep. I won't feel like I led anybody astray at all. I'll have 0 regrets about me trying to angle people away from David Johnson. Why? Because I'm telling them to sell high and buy low. Worst case, you watch DJ become what I'm saying he won't be and be the second coming of David Johnson. And worst case, you have a guy you bought low that you feel is as good, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Now, if you didn't buy low and sell high properly, you might live in regret going, there's DJ, going for 100 yards again. But you're not going to feel that way if you did the right kind of shopping that I'm recommending, which is Jonathan Taylor. I've been saying it for weeks now. I said it right after week 1. Now Jonathan Taylor's value is through the roof. But right after week 1, I'm like, Jonathan Taylor and Chark. Jonathan Taylor, McLaurin. Go get both for David Johnson.
Yeah.
JP, ain't nothing. Miller wouldn't even miss a week. He's still super chatting. Scotty Miller, super chats. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Smitty, desperate for a flex. Gage, Deshaun Jackson, Fuller, DJ. I assume you mean DJ Chark more or David Johnson. I don't know. You might have to clarify. I'll try and answer.
You gotta clarify that.
I'll answer that for all of them so that I don't end up not helping you because you super chatted. You are a priority, Chris. But for not clarifying,
Take a lap. Take a lap.
I'm going to say if it's DJ Moore, it's DJ Moore. That's your pick. If it's DJ Chark, it's DJ Chark. If it's David Johnson, it's David Johnson. It's pretty easy call.
Yeah.
Fuller you could consider, but bro, all DJs that I know of, unless I'm not thinking of a guy, DJ Miller, Scotty DJ, I don't know. We've been using Scotty with a lot of different names. I can't think of another DJ. DJ Moore, DJ Chark, and David Johnson. All three of them are your start here.
David Johnson.
Waivers are Ayuk, McKinnon, N'Keal Harry. No. All of your players. I mean, you could pick up Ayuk in place of like Gage if you wanted.
Yeah.
Or but I probably wouldn't. I'd just roll with what you got, bro. Noah says, I'm riding with David Johnson. Second coming this year. Sorry. No problem, Noah. You don't have to apologize for being you, bro. I won't get everything right. Waller is going for 30 points this week. James, I agree with you. Hopefully.
Think he's gonna go big, huh?
He's going big. I don't know if about 30, but I'm just not going to disagree with James on that one.
But yeah, he's gonna have a big week.
Scott says, even though he didn't muff the punt, he was I don't know. You're answering somebody's questions. Okay, Melvin Gordon, J.K. Dobbins, Zach Moss at flex. You got to go Melvin Gordon, but man, maybe make a last-second trade. Like, I love J.K. this week. I love Zach Moss this week, but it's Zach with a K. Take a lap, Doom, but Melvin Gordon's your play. McLaurin, Paris Campbell.
Take a
lap. Watch Campbell go off.
Yeah, watch him go off.
Campbell's now going to go off. Whenever I do that, I tell somebody to take a lap like it's the easiest call in the world. That's the one that gets me in trouble.
It's not, yeah.
Cleveland. Thank you, Mark. Campbell or Deontay Johnson. That's more like it. I'm going to roll with Deontay. I feel a touchdown coming.
Campbell or Deontay Johnson? I think I like Deontay.
I feel a TD in the works.
You feel a TD? I feel a TD too.
Eddie, McLaurin, or Lamb. Did I already tell you to take a lap? If not, here's another one.
Take a lap.
Take a lap, man.
Take a lap.
I like Lamb. Lamb could outscore him, sure, any day of the week. But let's ask Frozen Smitty. McLaurin by a mile.
Scary Terry, baby. Another vibe.
Frozen Smitty is so scared by Scary Terry, he froze.
Frozen Smitty, man. Yeah, I like this Frozen Smitty.
Can you see it? Are you streaming the live?
I just see Frozen Smitty. That's it.
Okay. You might see it in my actual avatar, though, from my Skype. Goddard or Higbee? I'd probably go Goddard because he's coming off a big game, man. I mean, how do you bench him at that point,
You can't after that type of game. I mean, he's the better play.
I love how BL always super chats $2.79. $2.79 is his thing. Choose two: John Brown, Corey Davis, or Jerry Jeudy. I'm gonna go John Brown. Lock him in. I just feel like he's gonna have a big game. Miami Dolphins.
You're high on that guy, yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, Dr. Raj. John Brown was the forgotten man by everybody in fantasy football. Like, I even just left him too low on my rankings. I don't know why. I feel ashamed. I'm gonna take a lap. But John Brown, it doesn't matter what you think, Dr. Raj. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what Josh Allen thinks. And Josh Allen loves him. So.
He does. And you know what? And that's why they got a guy like Stephon Diggs there, he's going to command double teams, and it's going to keep John Brown open and feasting, and John Allen's going to get him the ball. Josh Allen's going to get him the ball. I like John Brown on this. My second pick on this. Who do you think's my second pick?
It's Corey Davis.
Corey Davis. Because I'm telling you, Corey Davis is having a big week this weekend. I love Jerry Judy. This is the question that I was asked in the beginning, and you said I changed no, I didn't change it. The guy said Jerry Judy, Corey Davis, and some other blah blahs. And I'm sticking with Corey Davis over Jerry Judy. Because Jerry Judy, I love him. Gotta get those hands.
Frozen Smitty says, I start Jerry Judy every single day. Listen to what I say. I'm frozen.
Frozen Smitty. Bro.
Where are we at? Smitty is wrong on Waller. Hold on. Let me get Frozen Smitty to read this. Smitty's wrong on Waller, LOL. Dude's old. Ruggs will take all the targets. How is he old? I mean, he's older, like if we're talking Dynasty, but I think he's like 28 years old. I mean, you play well as a pass catcher. Running backs are different. You play well as a pass catcher until you're in your 31, turning 32 season. Tight ends can especially kind of linger if they haven't had a ton of work and a ton of hits and like 28. Like, come on, Noah. In Dynasty, I still take him high because he's 28. He's got 2-3 years of elite production left. And Brian says Ruggs is out. Deontay Johnson or Lamb with starting Juju. Please help. Deontay Johnson or Lamb. I'm going Deontay. I like Lamb a lot, but we need to kind of see what's going on with him. We got, he's going to be up and down all year. I want to see him get in a groove. Frozen
I think he
Smith.
could have a big game, but I think Deontay's the safer pick. But I think CeeDee Lamb might have a nice game. But again, safe pick. If you want, I'm not a gambler. I'm going with the safe pick. Man.
Ruggs is out, right? Is Ruggs out?
Yeah, he's out.
So AA batteries. Ruggs is out. So your call is very simple, Judy, but it's not spelled Judy, Judy. It's spelled with an E, bro. I appreciate you. Official says Frozen Smitty. He wants Frozen Smitty to answer this. Okay.
All right.
Flex. Well, I guess let me read it first, and then I'll do the voice. Flex pick 1, Lazard, the Lizard, Robbie Anderson, Monty, or Preston Williams. Frozen Smitty, what do you think? Well, I mean, Robbie Anderson is coming off the best game of them all, so why would you bench him? I think Frozen Smitty has a point.
I agree.
And I think Monty is someone to think about, but I think then you have a vision of Nagy and what Nagy's capable of doing or not doing that will hurt Monty. Preston Williams is intriguing. And the Lizard, I mean, I guess you could go with the Lizard if you want a dice roll, but I'm probably leaning that way. I'm going to agree with Smitty. Super chat, the 20 spot from Jeremy, the baller. Jeremy, I'm not just saying this because you dropped 20 super chat, but where have you been, young man? Where have you been my whole live stream? Scott and Steven also dropping. And if you're new to the chat, 185 in here, please hit the thumbs up. It lets YouTube know to deliver this to more people. Jeremy wants to know with his super chat, pick 2, Mike Williams, Robbie Anderson, Anthony Miller. Nice seeing your channel continue to grow. We are over 5.1K, Dr. Raj. 5.1K. We're on our way to 10K. Pick 2, Robbie Anderson, Mike Williams, or Anthony Miller. Pick 2.
Robbie Anderson and what were the choices? Robbie Anderson.
I'm sorry, Anthony Miller and Mike Williams for the Chargers.
I'll take Mike Williams.
Anthony Miller's sneaky, but I don't fully trust him. I'd probably go Mike Williams and Robbie. But bro, I'm like 50.00009.
It's not like oh man, I got it. But it's pretty close.
Tiebreaker goes to Frozen Smitty.
All right, tiebreaker Frozen Smitty.
He doesn't know. He's frozen. Waller. He's not always responsive. Jeremy, thank you for the super chat. Mike Williams feels like he's, going to get the targets, which I think is good. He's a very physical guy. I think the volume will be there. Robbie had a big game. You can't make a bad decision putting Robbie in one of those spots coming off of that big monster game. That makes sense. It's a smart play. Steven, character jumping up and down saying number one fan. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate you. And so does Frozen Smitty. He is speechless right now. Scott, Frozen Smitty, or crazy yelling guy the other night. Dr. Raj, I don't know if you saw my live, but there's this crazy guy in the street corner, and we're like, oh my God, that guy must have started mixing, but he was like trying to fight cars. And
What?
JP says, everybody go get Scotty Miller, or he says something, I'm paraphrasing.
You need Scotty Miller on your team.
Here, we got to make JP really big. JP has been super chatting Scotty Miller comments and advice all night. Anything Scotty Miller is coming from JP with the super chat.
Here's the thing: if Scotty Miller plays bad, JP better go in hiding. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, JP he'll take it like a man. He's Smitty, opinions on Raheem Mostert this week. I'm gonna turn this over to Dr. Raj.
Raheem Mostert scoring 2 touchdowns. That's all you need to know.
2 touchdowns. 2.
All you need.
Not 1, 2.
2. Book it, Dano.
120 total yards.
Yeah, I think he can get it. I think he's gonna have a monster game because the Niners, they don't have Deebo Samuel, they don't have George Kittle. I know they got Mohamed Sanu and Brandon Ayuk in there, but guess what? They got to run the ball, pound the clock, or pound the rock, control the clock, and win this game. Raheem Mostert, buttery smooth, is going to get you 2 touchdowns and at least 100 yards.
Yeah.
All purpose.
Okay. Did I miss any super chats? JP, I got that one. Let me just put you on screen and thank you again. Scott, thank you for the super chat. Steven, again, thank you. Jeremy, again, thank you very much. Jeremy helping keep the lights on. And BL always dropping his usual. And then Cleveland, of course. Mark Cleveland's one of the consistent super chatters here. And then Chris. Did I get Chris's question here? Smitty desperate for a flex gauge. Yeah, I got that one. Okay, I think I'm caught up. If I missed one, please tell me. You guys usually do a really good job of letting me know if I missed a super chat. Okay, Dr. Raj, we're going to speed round. How much more time you got?
We got I'll go on till 11.
Okay, so 11 more minutes. We're going to do as fast a speed round as we can.
Right.
You're going to. We're going quick, guys. So if your question is more than like 1 line or 2 lines, I'm skipping it. Not because I don't appreciate you, but we're going speed. You literally get a couple words. Okay, Corey Davis or Sammy. Oh, hold on, I got to put the music on. Corey Davis, Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins.
Okay, who do you drop? Scotty Miller, Swift, or Gibson, or Snell? Who do you drop? For Scotty. I'm sorry. Who do you drop for Scotty Miller? JP, calm down. He's not dropping him.
Say the chop.
Swift, Gibson, or Snell? Who you dropping for Scotty?
Gibson.
Okay, let's pause the speed round because we have a super chat. We have 2 super chats. They take they take priority, bro. You drop biscuits, you're gonna get some attention.
I know.
I think we might call them deuces. You drop a deuce on the show, you get attention.
I don't like that. Come on.
We got a $4.99 deuce and a $2.99 deuce on the screen. we got to pay attention to.
$4.99 is like diarrhea.
No questions now, but thanks for the steady advice. Thank you for dropping a deuce. 3 deuces on the show, bro. I appreciate you. Steven, starting Juju or DJ Moore, I need a flex. Options are Lamb, Deontay Johnson, Slayton, Higbee. Do you still go Johnson with starting Juju? Okay, that makes it a little more complicated, but you're starting DJ Moore and Juju. Do you go Lamb, Deontay, Slayton, or Higbee? I think I go Slayton.
Slayton.
If I missed that on an earlier question, Steven, and your other question, I'm sorry. Slayton had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think you have to be a little bit ballsy to not have him in your lineup. I mean, coming off that game, Those are pretty good wide receivers. I like them. Good job. Okay, back to speed round. Ask your question fast, and let's go. No, don't drop Gibson. Okay. D-Jax, Mike Williams, or Zach Moss. I'm going to go Zach Moss. Dr. Raj?
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss. Blowing up. Go get him in 2020. I'd fight a car if it meant I could get Zach Moss in a trade. Trade Connor for who? Dr. Raj, throw out a name. Connor.
Connor for anybody.
McLaurin, Chark. Pick 2, John Brown, Carson, Anthony Miller. You need to take a lap. I'm not going to hit the take a lap button, but Carson needs to be in your lineup. That's coming from a Carson, doubter, bro. John Brown and Carson for me. What about you, Dr. Raj?
John Brown, Carson.
Okay. Thomas or Hurst? Thomas who? Logan? Ian Thomas? What Thomas? Carson or Jared Cook? Bro, you play Carson.
Come on,
then you trade him. Dr. Raj, my man, you're funny. You are funny with you.
Thank you.
You are funny. You're funny with your expressive antics. Okay.
I know. I try to be.
We're still going.
Let's go next.
Bro, you're not sitting a third rounder. Agreed. Edelman, Paris Campbell, or Edelman, Paris Campbell, Scotty Miller.
Scotty, baby.
You will stop Scotty Miller. Fuller or Chark? Chark.
Come on, bro.
Chark is your bro. Smitty, you ending the show already? No. Noah? Gallup or Lockett? Dr. Raj is leaving. Gallup or Lockett?
Gallup.
Oh, that's a tough one, though, because Lockett still has that potential, man.
Well, Gallup's going to score like a touchdown.
Gallup.
Book it.
Gallup. Miles Sanders or Bobby Trees, who, Dr. Raj, if you don't know, Bobby Trees is Robert Woods.
Yeah, I know who Bobby Trees is. You know what? I take Bobby. I take Woods. I'm not trusting Sanders right now, coming off that injury. We'll see how he does.
Hyde going to take over soon, Dr. Raj?
What?
Is Hyde going to take over in Seattle soon? That's the question.
Hyde going to take over Seattle? They should feed Los, but no.
Okay, Chark, Metcalf, or Slayton. You got to go Metcalf and Chark and find a way to play both, bro. Like how you have that question.
Metcalf and Chark,
Tim, figure out a trade, Tim. Don't put us in that position. I'm not going to tell you to bench either of those guys. DK or Gallup? That's a tough one for Dr. Raj, but for me, I'm going DK.
I go Gallup.
Woo, doggy.
Oh, doggy.
Bobby Trees is good. Yes, it is, Jeremy. Smitty, fast round is too slow. Hurry up. Sorry. Woods.
That's what I'm saying.
Woods, Ridley, Moore, or Metcalf. Why do you have those options, man? Ridley, I guess. Ridley.
Calvin.
Noah, laughing my A off. That's the answer for James. Smitty, don't even answer. Sorry, I already did. McLaurin or Connor or McLaurin? You said McLaurin or Comer? C-O-M-E-R.
Wait.
Connor?
Connor or McLaurin? Take a lap. Take a lap.
I'm sorry, you're taking a lap. You're taking a lap for several reasons with that comment. Okay, you screwed up the whole speed round, bro. But you take a lap anyways because you're not starting Connor, bro. Okay, we're back on Keenan Allen or Chark. Chark. Matt Ryan or Watson. I'm gonna go with Watson myself.
I'm gonna take Matty Ice on this.
Noah says, Noah, do you even pay attention? He's like, what did I just hear out of... Noah, I explained what I said. Stack Marquise Brown with Dobbins or Fuller. I start Dobbins and Marquise Brown in this matchup.
Close. I think I take Fuller by a hair.
Mom or grandma? Grandma.
Mom.
Mike Williams or Deontay Johnson? I'm going to go Deontay.
DJ.
Watson or Stafford? I'm going Watson. Singletary or Scotty Miller? Singletary. Scotty. What came out of my mouth? Scotty. I meant to say Scotty Singletary.
Scotty.
Go Scotty. Singletary, it's the Moss show. I'm not even going to go after. Well, hey, how many? Two more rounds. Go. Zach Ertz or Mark Andrews? Mark Andrews. Drop Cohen for Hurst. I don't know. Kick me in my left ball or kick me in my right ball. I mean, honestly, it's like the same thing. Gallup or Watkins? Actually,
Gallup or Sammy Watkins or Gallup? I go Sammy Sammy's gonna get a cutty from Mahomes.
Yeah, I got another little one on the way. I think I need to get kicked in the both balls moving forward.
Oh yeah, you might need to.
I need to lock that down. Mahomes or Newton?
Come on, bro. Take a lap.
I mean, do I really have to stop the show to make you take a lap, bro? Like, really? I mean, come on.
Really
Wentz, Breeze, or Danny Dimes? You gonna go Breeze, bro? Come on. What do I look like? Look like an a-hole?
Take a lap.
Hawk or Ertz? That's tough, but
the Hawkness monster.
the Hawkness monster because Goddard's taking a whole lot of action. Last speed round, and Dr. Raj is out of here, but I am not, so I'm not going anywhere. Drop Mark Ingram for Josh Kelly. No, you need to try and pick up Kelly, but you don't drop
Ingram.
You don't drop Ingram. McLaurin or Diggs? McLaurin.
McLaurin.
Rojo or McLaurin? McLaurin.
McLaurin, come on, man. Take a lap.
Brady or Breeze?
Oh, Brady.
Brady, for me too. Hines, John Brown, or Scotty Miller? Hines. I go Hines here. PPR.
I'm taking Scotty. You guys sold me on Scotty.
Scotty or Hilton? Scotty.
Scotty.
Moss or Nyheim Hines? You know what? I'm going to roll the dice on Moss this week against Nyheim Hines, even though I love Hines.
You know what? I usually don't like to gamble, but I'm going with Moss. I think he breaks out this week.
James wants to ask you personally, Zach Taylor or Trash Can?
Zach Taylor.
John Brown or T.Y.? I go John Brown. Why?
JB?
Why? Because Josh Allen loves him.
And they're playing the Dolphins.
Last question is, two. James says, feels great, baby. And then
That's right.
Scott, it's right. The answer is that's right. Scotty or Slayton?
Scotty, that's the answer.
Can you start Christian Kirk? I don't think so. Hurst or Jonu? Go Jonu. Scotty doesn't know how much he's about to blow up. Corey Davis or Julian Edelman? Corey Davis. All right, Dr. Raj.
Baby. My boy Corey.
Dr. Raj, I appreciate you coming on and letting your people know to come find us here. If you need to find the doctor himself on IG, he has over 100 and how many? You have 100,000, 100.
We hit 110K, baby. This weekend, that stream blew it up. I had 5,000 people on the live stream. You know what? Everybody copies me, and now they do live streams. I've been doing it since 2013. Bang, bang, not again.
Yeah, I mean, I lost 10,000 over the weekend. Dr. Raj gained 10,000. That's fair.
Yeah, I can give you a couple.
Can you give me can you give me what you got over the weekend at least on IG? For those that don't know, my IG account got removed. And we have no idea why. I'm looking into it. It's the worst experience ever. Dr. Raj had his page taken down at one point. He got it back. I'm in the process of trying to get mine back. But you know what I think I'm going to be a victim of here, Dr. Raj? It shouldn't have happened. An algorithm type thing glitch happened. Yeah. And I'm going to be a victim of COVID and short-staffed Facebook and Instagram not being able to get to it.
I agree. I think something stupid happened, bro.
And so I'm having to start over on my IG. And if you need to follow me and you're like, where have you gone on IG? It's Smitty1.com, which is just like the domain name to come to the show here, Smitty1.com. But without the dot, just go to Smitty1.com on IG and you can find me there. But, 1,500 people rushed to my account, Dr. Raj, and by the help of you on some of that. And they're following me. And it's weird because I had 10K, roughly 10K. I was on my way to 10K. I had like about 9K.
Yeah, you have a lot, man. That sucks.
And my lives were popping, bro. When I go live on IG, if you have like 50 to 70 people in there at a less than 10K page, you're popping. And
that's pretty good, dude.
On Thursday night, opening night, it got locked. And out of my 1,500 that rushed back, bro, I have lives that are still like 40, 50 people in the room. Like, my people are so loyal. So I appreciate it. It's kind of humbling in a way.
You got a good fan base.
Yeah, it's humbling in a way, and it's made me really appreciate the 15 people that are really driving the traffic on my IG, but it still is so depressing. Like, I'll be sitting there, and I'll be like eating a croissant, an egg and bacon croissant like I do pretty much every day, Dr. Raj. I'll take a bite. In the middle of chewing, I'll go, damn it! The wave rushes into you, like where you forget about it. You're like egg and cheese, and then you just all of a sudden, IG account's locked.
No, it sucks because you put in all that work, and I get it because like you put in a lot, and people that don't get it, they're like, oh, it's just social media. You put in a lot of work, man, and you want to have the supporters. You want that fan base, to support you putting in that work, and like you said, like I know a lot of people think, oh, 50 people in the chat's not a lot. That's a lot, man. When you get 50 people engaging to you in the chat, I know somebody that runs a Niner page. I will not mention any name. He has like 60,000 followers or something, and he barely gets 60 people in his live stream. So for you to get that many,
with 1,500 people
off of 10 less than 10K.
My people
in my live streams, I can get, of course, like 400, 500 people on a random night, but that's because I got 110K followers, dude. You were pulling up big numbers, man.
Yeah, and so I'm not gonna let it hold me back. I kind of feel like in a way I'm kind of like your Niners, man. You get to a certain point and then it's all taken away, and you got a comeback tour. It's gonna drive me. I treat it like a speeding ticket, Dr. Raj. You get a speeding ticket, you got to tell yourself that helped prevent me from getting in like an accident another mile down the road where I die, or my head gets cut off. So I'm looking at it like that. I'm going to figure out a way to innovate off of it and just be better, be a better person, be a better host, be more humble and accepting of people like Noah, who an 85-year-old follower of mine here that, runs at me constantly. But I need to be more appreciative of Noah. Noah's a good guy. So I just, it's humbling. It's just depressing every few minutes, man. It like hits me like crazy. Like I put so much work into that with all the people following me, the different DMs that I had, all the content, like Matthew Berry following me, who followed my other account pretty much right after. So that, felt good, but I had so many big name people that followed me that, look, what am I going to do? Tweet them out and go, excuse me. Frank Grillo, who's the actor of Kingdom, by the way. Frank, can you follow me again? My account got deleted. Like I have to earn all those little things I got to earn back. It blows. I'm just upset about it.
But what? Just put that work in, man.
Well, one last thing, and I'll let you go. A lot of my followers are like, hey, man, I'm tempted to go post a review on the IG, iTunes store, the IG app, and just be like, free Smitty, like politely. And it's
if people comment on Instagram, actually, like, that'll help your case.
Yeah, I think we're about there. So, I was hopeful it would get worked out on its own, but it looks like I'm going to have to resort to getting my people to rally for me. But we'll talk about that on another show. Dr. Raj, I appreciate you joining me. For those that want to be a part of his 110,000 followers on IG, get on over to RSF 49ers on IG and follow the man. And I hear a little birdie tells me that he potentially can catch the 49er game there every week. If you're out and about.
Yeah, you go watch the game, stream the game. We got 5,000K followers last week. Watch the game, 5,000 viewers watch the game. I was, it's crazy because when you go on like Instagram Live and if you're like browsing like the popular, like on the Explore page, if you go to like, I don't know if you've seen it, but when you look at like live streams, it'll show like the most viewed pages that are currently going on. I was at the top, baby. I was like one of the top viewed Instagram live shows that day.
You know what I'm gonna do? Not to be a total like douche right now, but I think I might start live streaming your live stream.
No, don't live stream my live stream. Live stream a live stream for yourself.
I'm gonna set the phone up at my iPad that's streaming your stream, and it's gonna be like that mirror when you turn the mirror and you see like 8,000. No, I better
funny.
not.
Who was actually? I saw a couple of people. Because people always like mention me in their stories. Is like live. They like post a picture of them live streaming my live stream, and it's like so. I always see that, and it's so funny. I'm like, that's how they're watching the game. Like Trent Williams, our left tackle, the Niners. Like he had a bunch of like his friends. Like there was a big. There was like his friend. He's professional athlete, so he's probably got like some. Big time friends, right? But they're sitting there on their couch, and he like showed a video of him watching the game on his phone, and I'm like, holy shit, that's my street. So he's watching it, and then Trent Williams, and it was like during a big play he had, and then Trent Williams puts it in his story. Bob. So basically, my live stream made it into Trent Williams' story.
That's great. That's great. Cool. Dr. Raj, pleasure having you. I'll get the thing fixed tomorrow so that you're actually shown this time your video footage.
No worries. No
All right,
worries.
man. Appreciate you. Later.
Hey.
That's Dr. Raj, the man, the myth, the legend. He's out of here, and I'm here with you guys for at least another 20, 30, 40, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. Whenever I put a time limit on it, we usually go like 2 hours more, so we'll keep going. The super chats keep rolling in. I tend to stay, just to let you know. Forgot to wipe my feet. If you forgot to hit the thumbs up and you're in this room, hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel. It helps the show. It lets people know to follow the show. Okay? Starting Hawk over Ertz. I'd roll that dice. That die. I'd roll those die. Die is plural. I'd roll those die or that dice. Wipe your feet. I agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. David Montgomery, Emmanuel Sanders, or I'd probably go Corey Davis. Corey Davis is safest, but bro, I'd probably say Emmanuel Sanders has a touch more upside but more risk. And then David Montgomery is a mix of everything. Risk, upside, bust, bounce back, doesn't even play. Like I don't know what to say anymore. Okay, we're gonna do speed round now. Just you and I and Frozen Smitty, who I can't unfreeze. I don't know why this camera is frozen. It's built into my computer. It's the built-in version, and I can't get it unfrozen without quitting the stream. So someone's going to say, unplug it. I can't unplug it. I'd be unplugging my computer. But Frozen Smitty, he's not fazed by your questions. We'll both take you on. Mahomes and Rodgers, let's go speed round. Mahomes, you never, ever, ever bench. Sorry, Petty, this is your first lap, I think. Never bench Mahomes. Ever, 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 ever. Goddard. Smitty, just joined your memberships. I would like to take a lap.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
I love when people want to take a lap. They request it. I'm going to give you, like, the double laps, bro. I'll give you one more.
Take a lap.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Now back to the speed round. Draft, Mixon or Chark for JT and Boyd. Mixon, Chark for JT and Boyd. No, you need to. No. That's. I don't like you getting rid of Chark. I would try and get rid of Mixon for JT and Boyd potentially. Like giving up Chark, I think defeats that. Scotty Miller wants a longer show. Okay, and he wants it now. Scotty Miller wants it and he wants it now. Thank you, JP. JP's just super chatting Scotty Miller all night long. He loves Scotty Miller. Thanks, Scott. You're answering someone else's question. Okay, speed round. Watkins or Robbie? I'm gonna go Robbie safer. Watkins is higher risk, higher reward. Yeah, if so. McLaurin or Chark? I'm going Chark, but I love them both. I think Chark is just in a setup better to have more potential opportunities. Start Diggs, Lockett this week. I'm gonna go. We're not done yet. I'm gonna go. Diggs, and I don't know why. Matchup, Dolphins. You know, I just feel it. Scotty Miller or Anthony. Don't upset JP. It's Scotty Miller. Bumpy Jones, what's up? What's up, bro? Paris Campbell or Corey Davis? Campbell is higher risk, higher reward. Corey Davis is steady Eddie or steady Corey, if you will. Judy or Ertz? I'm going to go probably Ertz if it's PPR. Judy's higher risk, higher reward, though, so pick your poison there. I want Taylor. It's worth it. Trade for Taylor. I don't know what the trade is, but trade for Taylor. John Brown or Hollywood, you need to take a lap. I'm not hitting the button to interrupt the speed round, but you take Hollywood Brown, you shove him in your lineup, and you don't look back. I like John Brown. Jonathan Brown is a good start, but he's not better than Hollywood Brown. DJ Moore or McLaurin, that's a close one. I probably lean McLaurin until we see DJ Moore completely blossom to the running back or the wide receiver we thought he was going to, or a lot of people thought he was going to be. I kind of faded him a little bit at his ADP. Chark or Lockett? I'm going Chark, but I'm not saying I don't like Lockett. Ravens defense, Saints. I'm going Ravens, man. Trade Eckler, Deontay, Diggs, and James Robinson for Michael Thomas and Mark Andrews. Eckler Deontay Diggs and James Robinson. Yeah, take Mike Thomas and Mark Andrews, because Mark Andrews can hang with that. Assuming you don't have a good tight end, Mark Andrews can hang with everything that you're trading away. He can hang with it, and you're going to get Mike Thomas. It's a fantastic move. That's how you do it. Matthew says Smitty, Amari Cooper, Gallup, Cooper Kupp, Christian Kirk, pick 2. I'm going to go with Cooper and Kupp. Cooper and no, I want Gallup. I hate that you own both. I'd probably go safe moves Amari Cooper and Cooper Kupp. I want Gallup in there somehow, but you can't do it. Cooper, I assume Amari Cooper over Amari Cooper by a mile. If it's Cooper Kupp, it's Cooper Kupp over Corey Davis by not a mile, but a lot. Adams, Evans, Mac for Mac's hurt. If this is Dynasty, then it makes sense, but Mac is out for the year. Adams, Hollywood, Carson, Fuller. Are you talking about Devontae Adams? Legion, you can't trade Devontae Adams, bro. Like, that wouldn't even be close if that was actually Adams. I don't know who that was. Chark, Gallup, or Corey Davis. JJ, we're at the end of the song, so I can do this. I can hit this button.
Take a lap.
JJ, you've taken 2 laps. You're going to be in good shape by the end of the show. Chark, you don't sit Chark, but I do like Gallup. Not saying Gallup couldn't outscore him. Maybe I'll take a lap back. It's not that bad. Taking a lap's good for you, though, bro, so don't worry about it. Chark, I think you start Chark, though. But I like Gallup this week, but I start Chark. No question about it. CD or Monty, I'm going to go CD if it's PPR. Judy, Rager, Ayuk, go Judy. Adams, Evans, Mac, already answered that one, or I thought I did. I don't know if that's Devontae Adams, bro, but Adams, Evans for Carson and Fuller and Hollywood. Like, I would trade Carson, Fuller, and Hollywood all for Adams. And I think it's probably even for Evans, and you're getting both. Good luck having that one not get vetoed. Zach Moss, and then pat yourself on the back as you take your victory lap, bro. Zach Moss, James Robinson. I'm going Moss. I don't blame anyone for going Robinson, though. Smitty, Computer Bob wants to know, hold Parker or pick up Mike Williams. Thank you for taking care of Computer Bob if I missed his question. Sorry, Bob. Hold Parker or pick up Mike Williams. I hold Parker. Did I miss a super chat? Smitty, Aaron Andrews, or... No, I'm not going there, Noah. Avoid Monty, says JP. Scotty Miller or Devontae Adams, says Roger. Roger's trying to get a stir out of JP. Of course, it's Devontae Adams, but Scotty Miller is a great flex this week. Devontae Adams is the #1 wide receiver. Thank you very much. Emmanuel Sanders or Corey Davis. You could go Corey to be safe or roll that dice with Sanders. Pick your poison. Mac is injured, out for the year, says Legion. Yes, we know. This is Clock, by the way. Oh, okay, Justin. Clock. What's up, man? Noah's laughing emojis. Adams, says JP. Come on, man, says Double J. Come on, Smitty. Aaron, no, Noah. Jonu or Hawk, rest of season. Hawk for me. Hawk for me. No, he gave $1 and asked a question shortly after. Sorry, Computer Bob. I didn't see that, but that's what Scott does. Scott takes care of business around these parts. Thank you, Scott, for looking out for Computer. And thank you, Computer Bob. Smitty, PPR, Flex, DK, Gallup, Ronnie Brown, Emmanuel Sanders. I'm going to go with DK. You don't bench DK, bro. You don't bench DK. Love your content. Alex says PPR, Flex, DK, Gallup. Oh, is that the one I just read? I love that you love my content, and DK is the start. DK all the way. Noah's laughing. Robbie, Ingram, or Corey. I'm going to go Ingram. I think that those running backs are going to eat in this matchup. They're going to get a lot of run. And Ingram's going to bounce back in a major way and confuse some people. It's like, Ingram's a bust. Ingram's the worst ever. Ingram, let's see what Frozen Smitty says. Ingram is bad. He's bad. You should drop him right now. And then, boom, all of a sudden, Ingram in week 2, 100 yards and a touchdown or more. And everyone's going to be like, oh, Ingram. It's a second round run here. He's a running back 2. Running back 2 all of a sudden. Hollywood or Chark. Love them both. You're not going to get me to commit to that one, Elijah. I'm not getting in that boat, bro. I love both of them. I start Chark over Hollywood, but I find a way to get Hollywood in the lineup. DK is a bench this week against Gilmore. No, he's not, Noah. Rojo, no. No Rojo. Great stream again. Good night, Smitty. Augie's leaving. Augie's getting up early for the game. So am I, Augie. Wait a minute. Gallup, Sanders, Rojo. Gallup. Big Ben or Stafford. Are you worried about AJ Brown rest of season? No, CMI, I'm not. I mean, of course I'm disappointed, but I'm buying low at every turn, and I'm starting Big Ben. Thank you. Sanders or Hines? I'm going Hines. I think Hines is protected into good PPR production. Do I drop Peterson? Williams, I assume it's Mike Williams for Gibson. Yes, go get Gibson, and I probably drop Preston. Should I drop my physics homework? Noah, I commend you for going to school at 85 years old, but you need to go do your homework, bro. DK is a start every week. That's correct, Justin. Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, or Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to rank them. I don't know why we're doing this exercise, but Mahomes, Lamar, and Russell Wilson, I assume this is a ranking thing, not a actual start bench question. But Mahomes, Lamar, Russell, but I wouldn't fault anyone for having Lamar over Mahomes. They're both like tied almost for me. I love both this year. I think Lamar has a little bit more injury risk, even though Mahomes is the one that got hurt last year. I get that people would get upset when I say that, but freak injury for Mahomes that Dr. Raj himself, who we just had on, has said the odds of him re-injuring the knee are not high. So, drop the lizard for Jerry Jeudy. Thomas, I don't know what Thomas you're saying. With Thomas and Galladay out. So Mike Thomas out, Galladay out. Drop the lizard for Jerry Jeudy. I'd be okay with that, but I'd be okay with either way. Man, that's pretty dead even. That's a coin toss type of thing. Actually, I have a coin here. Jerry Jeudy or the lizard. Lizard is tails. Tails. Lizard. But that's the coin, not me. I'll leave the stream on as I sleep, says Augie. Augie, that's not even weird. I don't know what wrong one. That's not even weird, Augie. You do it. Don't worry what people say. Pick 2, Hollywood, Scotty, or Paris Campbell. I think you meant to say pick 1, Scotty or Paris Campbell, Ricky. I'll give you a pass on that one without having you take a lap, but Hollywood Brown is locked in. That's not a part of this question. Remove him. Scotty or Paris, I'm going Scotty. Everybody on the live stream is going Scotty, and especially JP. DJ Moore, Robert Woods, or Gallup. DJ Moore, Robert Woods, and Gallup, pick 2. I like Gallup a lot this week, but DJ Moore and Robert Woods are your starters. They're the guys you drafted high. You need to stick with them. JJ says Ingram or Higbee. That's a tough one. I think Higbee's probably safer, but Ingram's got more appeal, in my opinion, because Danny Dimes is going to have an overflow of production all year without the supporting cast, which means that some guys are going to eat big, and he's going to rotate, making somebody have a huge game. Did I not tell you that Danny Dimes would have overflowing amount of production? Overflowing. And what that does, did I not call this? It makes one of these players have a big, huge game because there's only a couple targets for him, and he's not going to stop dishing it out and doing well. So what happened? Slayton had 100 yards and 2 TDs. Ingram's going to have a game where he just goes nuts. Barkley's going to have 110, 20 yards receiving one day with 2 receiving TDs. Danny Dimes is going to feed. And there just aren't enough options to absorb that evenly. So somebody's going to get a lopsided amount of production in the receiving game. Smitty, no need to speed round. We up all night, says Noah. Pick 2, Bobby Trees, who is Robert Woods, Miles Sanders, or A-Rob. I think you leave A-Rob out on this one and you roll with Miles if he's a go, unless he suffers a setback. JT better be trashed tomorrow so I can finesse him. So Jonathan Taylor, Point Break, is trying to trade for him and he can't. He wants him to do badly so he can trade for him the next week. That's not very nice, Point Break, because we all are banking on him to drop loads in week 2. And but if he does do badly, we'll all be trading for him on the cheap again. Damn, I'm not sitting A-Rob if I'm James. Well, I don't know who else you sit then, man. Max says Moss could get tomorrow, says Mark Cleveland. The max I'd say is like 100 yards rushing, a touchdown, and like 40 receiving. But I'm not predicting that stat line. I think 100 total yards and a score. Connor, Hines, Zach Moss. I'm rolling the dice with Zach Moss of this group, bro. I'm doing it. Okay, switch to my normal account. Okay, clock. Watch would be wrong. Watch you be wrong, James. Smitty. Let's go again. I gotta make this loop longer. Smitty, please answer Cameron's question. Thank you, Joey, for looking out for Cameron. Cameron, where's Cameron's question? Cameron. I don't know where Cameron's question is, so ask it again, Cameron. Rob sucks, says Noah. McLaurin or Lockett? I'm going McLaurin. You would not be crazy to go either. Rob is going to get 7 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns tomorrow, says James. Josh Allen or Russell Wilson? I think this would be the week where you wouldn't be off base going Josh Allen. But it's hard to sit Russell Wilson. I don't know how you do that if you have him, but it would not shock me at all if James Allen outscored him. Smitty is my daddy, says W. I hope not. I hope not, W. I'm not paying for your college, boy. Sit Chark or get a scholarship, W. Okay? Get a scholarship. I'm not paying for your school. Matthew, Stafford, Phillip Rivers, or Minshew. I'm going to go with Stafford if you want steady. Minshew if you want to roll that dice, baby. Stafford or Cousins? Stafford. Tony Pollard worth holding on to. I don't have Zeke. Yes, Scotty, I would hold on to him. He's got that Zach Moss climbing up value. It just isn't climbing yet, but it will. Noah, stop hating on my boy A-Rob, says JJ. Minshew, JP's answering that other question. Smitty, Marvin Jones, Corey Davis, or Paris Campbell. I'm going to go with Corey Davis as a safe play. Higbee or Jonnu Smith. I'm going to go with Jonnu. Paris or Sammy Watkins. I'm going to go Watkins, and I may have even answered that differently earlier. Like the wind's blowing this way on those questions. It's blowing this way. Todd Gurley or AP. I think you got to go Gurley. I mean, where did you draft Gurley, Alex? You know what I mean? Like, roll with the guys that you believed in. Just because I doubt him doesn't mean he can't do good for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and you sell high and get out of it. That's what I'm talking about. DJ. DJ could have a really good week 2. DJ could have a really good week 3. David Johnson could have a really good week 4. I'm predicting him to leave you holding the bag of crap by, I don't know, probably week 10. So, but I would get rid of him as soon as possible in case that happens early. Antonio Brown or Lazard? The Lizard, which one? I'm going to go, I'm sorry, Antonio Brown. Antonio Gibson. This is where I'm starting to break down mentally after I do about 2 hours. We'll get the question eventually, Smitty. Cameron, okay, Cameron, where's your question? Cameron. Thanks, Joey. He asked your thoughts. There it is. Here it is. I got it. Scott's always helping. You give me my first take a lap. I gave you, yes, did you? I did, Petty. Wait, where? That wrong button. I forget what you said, though. I forget what you said. I don't know why I gave you the first lap. But, hey, it's a privilege to take a lap on the show. Don't always look at it as like a negative thing. You can take victory laps. He asked your thoughts on Moss and Singletary. Thank you for getting Cameron squared away. I go Moss. I think Moss is going to have a big day, but this matchup could afford both of them to be starters for a lot of you. I go Moss, and I go Moss all day. I love Moss. I think Moss is going to have a breakout party in week 2. Thank you, Scott. Scott Barclay is like he's like the stepdad here on the show. Antonio Gibson or Alan Lazard. I'm going to go, I said Antonio Brown earlier. I meant to say Antonio Gibson. If you want to roll the dice, but you could get a 0. Probably not a 0, but he has more upside. I think Lazard is probably safer, but I don't know. Traded Hunt for Gibson. Good trade. I wouldn't have done that. Hunt, like Gibson could climb into that value range, but Hunt was drafted in the 5th round and his values only skyrocketed. So you essentially traded, I think if we're drafting today, Gibson would be like a 6th, 7th rounder. Hunt was drafted in rounds 4, 5, and 6, depending on where you were in drafting in middle of August, late August. He kind of fell to like the 5th round at the end of August for whatever reason, or into September really. And he was going in like the late 4th round in early August. But he's outscoring Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt is a top 10 running back right now. So I feel like you not only did you buy high on Gibson because he's not even there yet, you sold super low on Hunt, who's probably climbed into everybody's top 3 rounds if you're drafting today. So I hate to give you the bad news, Alex. That's why I'm here, though. I'm not here to blow smoke. I'm here to tell you the truth, and it's all a learning process. And I could be wrong. Jonu or Evan Ingram. I go Jonu, but it could go either way. It's a tough one. Cody's going the Lizard Man, then no problem. It's a close one. John Brown or Allen Robinson. You can't put Allen Robinson on the bench. I like John Brown, bro, but this question's like 10 miles apart. These two players are so apart. Alex, thank you. I'm still learning. Alex, don't worry about it. Come to the show, and Alex, let me tell you a secret. 178 of you in here, please hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the notification so you know when I go live. And when I go live, I bring the heat for like 2 to 3 hours, okay? Alex, little secret, okay? Little secret, Alex. When I'm done with a show like this one, it's a live stream or any post-production video that I just post on my channel, it starts out with 0 comments, man. Even this show, we have 1,841 comments tonight. In 2 hours, in 2 hours and 1 minute, we have 1,841 comments. That is insane. Scotty B subscribed. Let's get a little sound for him. Thank you, Scotty B. When I post this, Alex, it's going to be 0 comments. You can ask me a question, and because I need engagement, I want to answer every one of my followers' questions. Now, I have like 50 questions on YouTube I got to get to tonight, so it's going to be daunting. I don't know that I'll get to all of them tonight that were on my last 2 videos, but I try and get to every single question that gets asked within the first 24 to 48 hours. So, Alex, bring your trade offers to me in my comments or a super chat, preferably a super chat. All right. Speed round. I go as long as the super chats keep coming in. It forces me to stay on, to be honest. It's hard to leave when the super chats are rolling in. When people are dropping deuces, as we call them, in the show, Smitty hangs around, and so does Frozen Smitty. Waller or Cook? Couch subscriber league. Waller, bro. Waller. Can it be 10 a.m. already? No, Noah, it can't. We need to get to all these questions and help people. This is like Christmas Eve. We need to wrap all the presents before we drop off the toys, Noah. Start David Montgomery, Dallas Goddard, or Jerry Jeudy. Thank you, Smitty. I appreciate you, Christopher. Start Montgomery, Goddard, Jerry Jeudy. I think I've answered this question a couple different ways now. I feel like one moment I want to say Jeudy, and then I want to say, damn, Montgomery, are we really going to give up on him yet? So I feel like that's a tough one. That's like a dice roll. I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Jeudy or Montgomery? I want to see the groupthink take effect here. Traded Fuller for Gibson and Scotty in Dynasty. Traded Fuller and Gibson for Scotty. JP, I know you love Scotty, and I appreciate all the Scotty super chats, but I don't know that Scotty Miller has a ton of Dynasty value. I know he's got some now value based on situation, but once Godwin comes back and Brady leaves, Scotty Miller might not have a whole lot of Dynasty value. So I kind of like Gibson alone more than Scotty. I'm not worried too much about Fuller, like if you traded Fuller for Scotty, but I like Gibson a lot, but he could end up being nothing too, so who knows. So trust your gut. Moss or McLaurin, Moss or Malcolm Brown. I'm gonna go Moss. I know it's a little crazy. I know a lot of people want to have Malcolm Brown in there because he did good last week, but I'm going Moss, man. I got I got Gibson with Scotty. I read that wrong. Then JP, you killed it. Fuller for Gibson and Scotty. I like it. I like it. My bad. I didn't mean to spread fake news about you. Smitty's getting tired. I think I might just put a frozen Smitty up and just like take a nap. Mike Williams or Corey Davis. If you're... Oh my god, I'm tired. If you guys are just catching the live stream, so what happened with Frozen Smitty, if you're wondering, is this is my other camera, and I don't know, it's built in to my computer because I was using that one at the time, and it froze. Like, I have to literally close the app and maybe restart my computer to get it back, but we don't know why I'm frozen. Like, I won't unfreeze. I tried to open up an app. I tried to open up Skype again, and it just froze because I was trying to quit Skype or fix Skype. Take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. Should you sure Moss could outscore Hines? No, I'm not sure of anything. This is all guesswork, bro. Everything projection and start bench related is 100% driven by how I'm feeling when I'm asked the question. So I don't know the answer for sure. No, I'm not positive about anything. The only thing I'm positive about is that JP loves Scotty Miller more than you. That I know for a fact. That's factual. Factual stuff. Smitty, Garrett has been patient. Breeze or Tannehill. Thank you, Scott. I don't know why I see Scott's. I'm trying to find everybody's. I'm not skipping over anybody on purpose. So thank you, Scott. Garrett has been patient. Breeze or Tannehill. No way I'm sitting Drew Brees for Tannehill. I like Tannehill in a weird situation, but I'm not sitting Drew Brees. So thank you, Scott, for looking out. Pancakes or waffles? I'm probably going with the pancakes, man. I like both, though. It's kind of the same. It tastes a little different, but, man, you put enough syrup on either one, and you can't taste the difference, man. I pile syrup on. If I'm doing, the only thing I don't like about waffles is I have a little bit of, ADD mixed with a little OCD, all that, and, I literally have to fill every waffle pocket full with the same amount of syrup and butter. That to be just a piece of butter, chunk into every single waffle crevice, and then I gotta, it's just a lot of work. I'd rather just rub butter on top of the pancake, pour the syrup on, unscrew the cap, just pour the syrup all over it, and eat it. It drives me nuts, man. It's like something I struggle with. Scotty says, laughing his A off, and Smitty's breaking down. I'm slowing down. Rojo or Melvin Gordon?
Take a lap. Take a lap.
Sorry, Jason.
Take a lap.
Sorry, Jason. Melvin Gordon's the guy, man. Lindsey's out. Melvin Gordon's rolling. He's rolling, bro. There's no question about it. Start Chark or Juju. You got to go Juju, but find a way to get both in. JP is still here with. Oh, this isn't a Scotty. The only person that loves Miller, it is Scotty Miller. I didn't see Scotty in the question, so the only person that loves Miller more than me is Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. Thomas Edward Jingleheimer Schmidt. Start Woods, says Christopher. I probably agree with him. I'm not sure though. Peanut butter on them cake. No, I don't put peanut butter on my pancakes or waffles. I've never tried it though. I can't really hate on it. These are long questions. They're harder to get to, but let me put it up because I'm trying to read everything fast. Scotty Miller, Anthony Miller, Paris Campbell, Russell Gage, Rager, Justin Jefferson. See, the flow is messed up. It's such a long question. That might be why some of you are getting skipped over, because I am overlooking bigger questions. But I'm going to say Scotty Miller is the best option in that group. And second up would be Sammy Watkins and maybe tied with Paris Campbell if I had to pick from that list right there. I'm starting Deontay over Woods because, I'm tempted to not hit this button because I don't want this one to come back to bite me. Because Deontay, I think, is going to have a pretty good game. And could Deontay have 90 and a touchdown or 100 and a touchdown? And could Woods have 45 yards? And could Jack come back in here and be like, I lost because of you, and you're going to pay for this, Smitty. You can't bench Robert Woods. Do I hit the lap? Do I punch to take a lap? You can't bench Robert Woods. This is Bobby Trees we're talking about, bro. Chris says you haven't answered my question. You can see I'm working hard to answer every one in a row that I can until I get on a topic that pulls me away. So Chris M, I'm going to be looking for your avatar right now. The gray silhouette of yourself with your head cut off. I'll be looking for you. So post your question again. Are we making him take a lap on Bobby Woods? I think we are. Don't bench Bobby Woods. Bobby Trees. Don't bench Bobby Trees. You can't do it. You can't do it. Don't do it. But I'm not telling you to bench Deontay. I'm not. Evan traded Hines and Goddard for Hunt and John Brown. Hines and Goddard. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Chris L. Smitty, is Corey Davis or for Hawkinson to the A.J. Brown owner fair? Yeah. I'd send Corey for Hawk. Absolutely. Jacko Gordon. MT. I'm just happy Smitty knows Bobby Trees now. Yeah, I think MT is the one that told me about that. I hadn't heard his nickname until this year. I didn't know that everyone was calling him Bobby Trees, to be honest. Let me get a new avatar. Chris, I'm looking for your question, though. That wasn't helpful. Chris! Chris, you had the chance to ask your question. Maybe he did. Chris M. Yeah, Chris, you had a chance. I found you twice. MT Miss Frozen Smitty. So MT, I was live with this camera and I froze. And I had to go run and let Dr. Raj take over the show. You missed Dr. Raj too. And I literally have this camera where I should split screen that, so you know. I have this camera where I'm frozen. That's my IG, by the way. Can you guys do me a solid? I got a bunch of people in here right now. Can you go follow me on IG at Smitty1Com? I'm going to look at my IG right now. I'm going to see how much of you are going to pass the buck on this one. I'm going to pull up my IG. I'm going to look at my follower count. And I'm going to see who's going to step up and follow. I had almost 10,000 followers and IG locked my account. And I can't get in. They're not responding. I don't know if it's COVID and they're overwhelmed. But I put in a year and a half of work building this page up from the ground floor. And I'm pissed off, though. I'm upset. I'm depressed about it. I'm pissed off. I'm motivated. It's sickening. I got 3 followers already, just like that. And I'm gonna shout you out. If you follow me right now on IG, I'm shouting you out. I appreciate this. Tim, Dope, thank you for following me. 50K, thank you for following. Let me see if I can share my screen here. I'm gonna shout you out. You guys deserve it. There we go. Boom. Okay, so Focus, thank you. Bry MC, Sean, Alex, Chris, Army, Sean, Dave. Look at you guys coming through, man. You guys are. Why didn't I do this last night? Jeremy, Norel 12, Duncan, Ricky Martin, Josh Cox. Focused. What am I doing here? Jason, Jason. 19 Bav 84. I'm sorry, I'm butchering how you probably want me to read these. Double B, Amos boy. 50K followed again. 50K, I don't think I'm not smart enough to see this. 50K, you're a follower already. You unfollowed and you followed. Just so you could get on the show. Tim, Dope, okay. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe that was new. Trent, Ty, Kyle, Mega, Mag, Evan, P. Mayo, P Mayo, you were already following me. Rare, thank you, Rare. Alex, Chris, you guys are dope, man. Look at this. Why didn't I do this last night? What's our follower count at? What did I start at? What did I say? 78? 1603. You guys are bringing me back slowly. Scotty Miller, number 1 fan. That's got to be JP. Ty and Kyle. Okay. I think we're caught up. I'm going to keep refreshing that. So the last person to follow is Scotty Miller, number 1 fan, then Alex, then Ty, then Kyle, and then Mega. All right. So I appreciate that. I'll keep refreshing that so you guys see it. But follow me on IG right here. And I'm trying to get my old account back at the Fantasy Football Show. I might lean to you guys to maybe post some reviews on IG, some tasteful ones, but complaining a little bit about the fact that we don't have the Fantasy Football Show on IG anymore, and nobody's helping me with it. We can't draw attention to IG to fully help me get this squared away. So now I'm resorting to my personal account, which you guys flooded, and it looks like Our Life. Jose, Ogdog, thank you, Ogdog. I miss seeing your screen name. So you guys are flooding back. We went from 1578 to 1605 just by doing this little exercise. Norris, Our Life, Jose, Ogdog, Burrow, look at that, Burrow jumping in, Norris. 7 seconds ago, 13 seconds ago, 32 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago. I'll keep refreshing that for the remainder of the live because I appreciate your follow. I'm going to shout you out and thank you. J.K. Dobbins or James Conner. I'm going J.K. Dobbins. We don't know what's in store for Conner. We don't know yet. I already followed you, Smitty. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate you doing that. Chark or Hollywood, I love both. I think you got to find a way to play both. Let me see if I can move some of these graphics around so you can see my... So follow me on Smitty1.com on IG, please. Let me put that right there. Chark or Hollywood. Again, I'm going Chark, but I find a way to play both, man. Okay, so Burrow's brother was the last one we had. Then we got Ben. Thank you, Ben. You missed a question. Okay, sorry. During that whole time. JP Super Chat. Did I miss any more Super Chats? JP Super Chat. JP's dropping them tonight. Here's another one. Sorry, I didn't mean to miss all these Super Chats when I was going over my IG sorrows. My first take a lap. Yes, you did get your first take a lap. I already answered that one, but I want to put that on screen. And thank you for the Super Chat. Okay, so JP, Jason says Waller or Cook. Oh, I already answered that one. Waller. Only person that loves Scotty Miller. Oh, I did answer that one. So I think this is the only new one. Traded Fuller for Gibson. Yeah. I like that, JP. I like that, JP. I think I'm caught up on the Super Chats. Oh, was this someone? No, I already got that one. Okay, back to speed round, and then we're gonna probably call it here soon. 176 in the room. Hit the thumbs up. We got the people subscribing to, following me on Instagram because Instagram did me dirty. Instagram did me really dirty. Christopher, thank you for following. Ben, Burrow, thank you. I'm gonna shout you out if you follow me on IG. Right here. And we're doing their start bench show. Thank you. Sit one, Mike Williams, DJ Moore, Hines. I sit Mike Williams. I start DJ Moore. I start Hines. Trade DJ David Johnson for Kittle and Terry. I think I do that. The reason I do that is that's a perfect example of how to trade. You buy low, you sell high. I think Kittle alone is worth DJ when he's on the field, but because he's not on the field, you get Scary Terry. Scary Terry could definitely hang with DJ more this year. I think all by himself, you have two options, Ben, that could outscore DJ, and I don't think DJ will finish the year. So I love that trade. I love that trade. Way to network, guys. Yes, Computer Bob. I appreciate all of you. I'm humbled by you guys, seriously. We got the I don't know, something God, Christopher, and we're caught up. Okay, so follow me on IG and get a shout out. JP with another super. JP is going crazy tonight. Gonna head out, gotta watch some film, and then hit the sack. See you in on the Zoom call in the morning. Yes, for those that don't know, I'm on a Zoom call about an hour and 10 minutes before morning game kickoff. I go on a private Zoom call with my YouTube. Thank you, JP. Have a good night, man. And I appreciate all the super chats tonight. I go on a private Zoom call with my exclusive YouTube members. You can become an exclusive member or a Patreon member. Go to patreon.com/thefantasyfootballshow or go to my YouTube account. Click on join, a blue button. And if you click join, there's a membership that gets you that Zoom link every single Sunday morning, 1 hour and 10 minutes before kickoff, up until about 30 minutes before kickoff. Then I go live on YouTube from 30 minutes before kickoff until kickoff. So it's like split. It's Zoom members only or exclusive members only for the first like 40 minutes of the kickoff show, where I can answer more, one-on-one questions with those guys. And you can become a part of that group by merely going to my YouTube channel, the main page, and clicking join. Okay. Where's the outro music? You guys know the deal. I'm going to play the outro music. If I get a super chat, I play the music again. So the show ends if we get no super chat during the outro music. The show ends. I'll say goodbye. No hard feelings. Smitty's tired. But if you super chat, I play the music another time. Boom. Don't come complaining by halftime. Smitty warned you guys. About what? About who? About what? What did I warn? Speed round, go. Scotty Miller, Murray, McKinnon, 0.5. I'm gonna go Scotty Miller. I'll do 3 music rounds before I actually leave, so don't worry. This isn't the only one. We'll do 3 music rounds. Then if you super chat, I will restart it. Start Cam or find a new QB. Depends on who's available. Bye, Smitty. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Keep bringing the heat and ask me questions on my videos. This video will be posted right after I end the live stream. It might take about 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Ask a question. I'll try and help you. I don't know if I'll get to this question in the comments before halftime. I'll do my best. If anybody has pending questions on sleeperu.com. Also, Alex or anybody, make sure you know you can go to sleeperu.com. And, I'm sorry, Dave's texting me. He wants to answer to a question. Sleeperu.com is where you can get all my content, bold predictions, all that. Okay, Dave, I'm sorry. I'm going to look at it. David says, what are your thoughts on this trade? Watson or Daniel Jones in non-PPR? That was a question earlier that I didn't answer. I'm going Watson by a mile. What are your thoughts on this trade? Question mark. I don't see... Oh. Let me pull it up. 12 team. I just got a trade proposal. I would get Michael Pittman Jr., Fournette, and Cooper Kupp. Trade away Galladay. Do not trade away Galladay. Don't trade away Galladay, Swampies. Don't do it. I'd rather have Galladay in a Dynasty league all day long over Pittman, Fournette, and Cooper Kupp. All day long. Don't even think about it. Galladay's the man. Don't even worry about it. Okay. 2 more music plays, and then if we get a super chat, I will add another music play. Hines or Slayton? I'm gonna go Slayton here, even though I do like Hines. You gotta go Slayton. We got more follows. We got RNAV9424. We got Nicholas. We've got Vic. We've got, and then we're back to the Energy God. I was trying to read that. It's so small. The Energy God. Thank you, the Energy God. Augie. Sutton or Corey Corey Davis. Hawk or Ingram. Is Sutton playing? If Sutton's playing, I guess I'd consider him, but I don't know. I have to look right now, but I don't want to stop the speed round. Does anybody can look that up real quick? Make sure Sutton's a go. No setbacks or anything. Hawk or Ingram? I'm going Hawk, but you wouldn't be crazy to go either. Reaction to IG. Just Cox Communication is what we'll call him. Ryan or Allen? I go Allen this week against the Dolphins, bro. Moss or Monty? I'm going Moss. I'm riding Moss into week 2 and coming out. The dude's going to be a foot taller, a whole foot taller. And on IG, we've got that kid, Brian. We've got 9424 is the last follower from that point. Again, we're trying to rebuild my Instagram one follower at a time because Instagram locked. Instagram,
Take a lap.
take 100,000 laps. Instagram. Can't believe this. It happens to the best of us, man. There's so many big accounts that got like locked up that day, and they haven't done a thing about mine. Sickening. Trade away McLaurin and Chark. Oh, wrong music. So tired. Trade away McLaurin and Chark for Moss and Hollywood. Smitty. McLaurin and Chark for Moss and Hollywood. That's one of those ones where, you know, I'd rather take them for sure, in my opinion, there for sure. McLaurin and Chark over Moss and Hollywood. Because Moss is still a what if, you know what I mean? And if it's Dynasty, definitely keep the wide receivers, but that's tough. I wouldn't say either one's like overwhelmingly better than the other, but I think Moss is a buy low. That's buying Moss at a value he will probably climb to, but you got to buy him lower than that. David Johnson or Robbie Anderson? You go David Johnson, but you sell high, Billy. You sell high before it's too late. Smitty, who should I start? Tell me and I'll help you. Davis, he's gonna say Davis. Start 2, Ridley, Cup, Deontay Johnson, John Brown. Ridley, you mean start 1? Because you're already starting Ridley. That's what you meant to say, Parker. You don't bench Ridley. So start 1 between Cup, Deontay Johnson, and John Brown. I'm going to go Cup. You got to go Cup, but Deontay's tempting. Traded Chark and James Robinson for A-Rob and Hines. James Robinson for I like that. I like the chance that A-Rob is still an elite player. This is 1 week that's gone by. What do you do with Fournette? You hold him. There's no way you can trade a Fournette high. You gotta wait. Hope you've got a lottery ticket there, you know. But trade him high if you can, the moment you can. How do I become a member? Just go to my main YouTube page at smitty1.com, which will take you to my YouTube channel, or just click the button up above and go to my main YouTube page. Click the join button in blue, and you will have access to the community tab. And you should get emails when I post in the community tab. So tomorrow morning, for example, about an hour and 15 minutes before game time, I'm going to post a link in the community tab. Or if you go to patreon.com/the fantasy football show, also you can go there. But it's the same product essentially. And you get the Zoom link, you get exclusive video content, and you get a whole bunch more. You can get in my private IG group, where I chime in and everybody kind of talks about a lot of good stuff together. Tony, thank you for the follow. Armando, I guess. Thank you for the follow. Tony followed. Oh, that's a different Tony. 2 Tonys, almost back to back, and then that kid Brian. You guys look how many followers you guys helped me get right now on this live. We went from 1575, I think, to 1616. 1 follower at a time. We're building this channel back, or this page back. It's depressing. Last music round. If we end the music without a super chat, I am going to say goodnight to you. If there's a super chat, I will continue. Honestly, didn't know you had a YouTube membership program until today, but I'm glad to be a part of it now. Thank you, Augie. I appreciate it. You'll get exclusive videos at least once a week. When I'm in my studio, it could be more frequent. And I should be in my studio. It could be done by Sunday. But it may still have to pass the city inspection, which it will, but you're beholden to that inspector coming by right away. And so I can't move anything in until it passes the inspection. So I could be done Sunday and not be able to get into it yet. But Jay Cox for president, go to my main YouTube page, click the join button and select your membership, and you can cancel anytime, but it gets you that Zoom access. Scotty Miller or Preston Williams. I'm going to go Scotty Miller. Someone super chat says Ravers. Ravers wants the show to continue. Smitty, what do you think about this trade? Kittle and Gurley for Taylor and Ertz. That's a tough trade because Kittle's out and Gurley I have a lot of doubts about. Taylor and Ertz I probably take because I think Taylor's going to go crazy. Smitty, Wentz, Goff, Big Ben, or Tannehill. I go Big Ben. Smitty means it's time to promote your member program a little more. Yeah, I do need to promote it more. Obviously, people don't know about it. I'm sorry. I'm going to make a prediction. This is like a total, like, just pulling it out of my arse. Okay? But I'm going to predict that Jalen Hurts has a pretty decent game in week 2. That's right. You heard me correct. Jalen Hurts, the backup quarterback for the Eagles. You pick up what I'm throwing down? I believe Jalen Hurts scores a touchdown in week 2. So that's a crazy, bold prediction. But we'll see if that comes true. Wentz is a very injury-prone guy. Smitty start 3, DJ Moore, Scary Terry, or Robert Woods. And David Johnson. You go DJ, you go Robert Woods, and you go DJ Moore, I think. Or Scary. It's between Scary Terry and DJ Moore, who I put on the bench, but I don't even like that. Thanks for answering my question. You bet. I'm sorry for those that I missed the questions. Davis, Ayuk, so Corey Davis, Ayuk, or Snell at flex. I think you probably go Corey Davis. He's safest. Please, Davis, Ayuk, or Snell. I go Davis because he's safest. Oh, we got a super chat. Bob wants the music to start over. Attaboy, Bobby boy. And once I get in my studio, I'm gonna have more exclusive memberships. Hold on, let me pause the music. We're gonna go back to this. Let's see. Okay, if you go to Smitty1.com, which is the main, it's the link that gets you to the main part of my YouTube channel, or you just click up above. Just go to the main page of my YouTube channel, and then you click on this button here. It says join. It's in blue. Let me make this button blue. It's blue. It's like kind of this color blue. It's YouTube's button, and it says join. Okay? If you click on that join button from my main YouTube page, you will see the membership program that I have that gets you the exclusive video a week, at least one. But once I'm in my studio in about a week to 10 days, I will be dropping more than one. You also get a Zoom call link 1 hour and 10 minutes before kickoff. It lasts 40 minutes. And then the last half hour, I go live on my main channel here. But it's private Zoom call. I also, once I'm in the studio, will be doing a Zoom call after the Thursday night game with everybody. So look forward to that. So Smitty1.com Zoom. Now let's get back to the super chats. And this is the last outro music, unless you guys super chat. Then I will stay for another round of music. I'm going to make that music a little longer too. So can't see rankings as a member that pays 10 a month and 10 for my name being green and some other things, not weekly rankings and trade values. I see rankings as a sleeper member that, I'm sorry, let me pause this. I'm so tired, I'm not even reading this question right. I see rankings as a member. Oh, can't I see rankings as a member that pays $10 a month and $10 for my name being green? I'll look into the memberships and see if I can add sleeperu.com to that. I think I might. I might add that in, especially to the other level. I have a $9 a month level, and if you go 2 months and you email me and say, hey, can I get sleeperu.com? I will give you sleeperu.com if you've been a member of that level for 2 months or more. So if you hit 2 months, message me and say, hey Smitty, I've been a YouTube exclusive member for 2 months or more. Can I get a sleeperu.com membership? I can't give you that advice package with it. That's the $45 a year. It's only a year on sleeperu.com, $45 for the year. But I can give you that $29 all content membership. Okay. Last music go, speed round. Let's do this. Thank you for the super chat, Bob. Parker Mayo Taylor. Mayo. Parker Mayo Taylor. I go Jonathan Taylor. I don't know what that question is. Damn. All right, Ethan. Bit surprised. I don't know what that's for. Woods or Sanders? You got to go. I think you got to go Sanders and let him roll and see what you got with him. James Robinson or James White? I go James Robinson. Jared Allen Hall of Fame. Is there? Let's see. Hollywood or Diggs? I go Hollywood, but I like Diggs this week too. Sanders or Hollywood Brown? You got to go Miles Sanders. You got to see what you got with him. Robert Woods or Calvin Ridley? I go Calvin Ridley. I love both, but Woods might have a tougher matchup, but Calvin Ridley is a top 10 wide receiver. You can't bench him. Agree, Computer Bob. Thanks for suggesting. I love it. It makes the membership much more appealing. Okay, Joey, you're right. I need to figure that out. It may have to be 3 months, though, now that I'm thinking about it, because the package is $29.99 for the full year to get all the content. So you literally have to be the YouTube member for 3 months to make that fair to the people that are paying the $29.99. So I'll figure it out, though. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I will incorporate the memberships into it. Smitty, would you rather have Drake or Taylor? I'd rather have Drake, but that could change. James White, James Robinson, Malcolm Brown, James Robinson on that. Malcolm Brown, Woods, Fuller. You got to go Woods. You start Bobby Trees. He's a top 15 wide receiver right now. Why does that keep going off? JK or Scotty Miller? I go JK, but JP would go Scotty Miller. Last question, Melvin Gordon or James White? You go Melvin Gordon. No Lindsey. You're going Melvin Gordon. Okay, I lied. Wentz, Goff, Minshew. I go Minshew myself. You could go Goff, I guess. I'm not trusting Wentz right now. Drake and Galladay for McCaffrey. Yes. Especially with Galladay out. And, Drake's a little risky. I like him, but he's risky. Alex is back. I'm just leaving Alex. JP with a super. I thought JP was in bed. Another song. Everybody can thank JP. Scotty Miller says, show must go on. 167 people in the room hit the thumbs up. Winston or Stafford? Thank you, JP. Watson or Stafford? Winston. I'm so tired. Watson. McLaurin or Fuller? McLaurin. I like Fuller, but McLaurin. Hines, Gordon. Again, Gordon. Kyler Murray or Newton? You can't bench Kyler Murray. That's a take a lap. I'm hitting that button on the way out for you, but I appreciate you anyway. JP, the GOAT, the Ghost. JP, the Ghost. The Ghost man. Dak or Tannehill? Come on. Dak. There you go, GOAT. I like Ghost better. JP's a Ghost. Stafford, Diggs, Singletary for Dak. Yes. You go get Dacky boy. James White, McKinnon, Lazard. I go the Lizard. Just wanted to make sure. Rob says, I dropped AJ Green for Corey Davis. Should I pick AJ Green back up? I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. I mean, Corey Davis is probably safer, but AJ Green I don't think stays healthy for a long period of time, but maybe you could trade him for more. But who knows, man? Look at the super chat. We got another round of music on Dylan. Everybody thank Dylan. Rounds on Dylan. Monty or Dobbins? You go with Dobbins, man. You can't trust Monty. Plus the Ravens running game's going to eat. Everybody thank Dylan and JP for extending the show. Pick 2. Snell, Mike Williams, Amendola. Amendola's kind of sneaky, but I'd probably go Mike Williams. Smitty, half PPR, Scotty Miller or Mark Ingram. JP might disagree with me, but I'm probably going Mark Ingram because it's not full PPR, but it's close. It's close. Matt with another super. That means after this music ends, we got one more round. Everybody thank Matt. Round of applause for Matt. Hines or Malcolm Brown? I'm probably going Hines. I don't blame anybody for going either, though. Do I pick up Cohen? I mean, after his big contract, I think we know that they're going to continue to use him pretty well. So I know that's weird to be like, oh, his contract makes a difference. Well, it kind of does, because we've been kind of wondering what's his role going to be this year. We don't really know yet in heading into out of 1 week of football. That does make me feel more confident that Cohen, maybe they're having some doubts about Montgomery that they're not sharing. Cohen is worth a pickup. Cohen, I start Cohen over Murray for this week. How will CEH do tomorrow? Fantastic, Jenkins. If he doesn't have 500 yards and 2 touchdowns, I'll be pretty bummed. I think he's in for 120 total yards and a score, if I had to be conservative. Pick 2, the Lizard Man, Snell, Corey Davis, or Miller. I'm going Corey Davis and the Lizard. You never answered my question. You never answered who's the second person you'd start, Dylan says. Dylan, where was it? Oh, Dylan, I'm sorry. Dylan. James White, McKinnon, the Lizard. I'm going to go James White. Tired. Smitty tired. Start 2 out of Juju, Ridley, Chark. Okay, I believe we have one more music round. Do we have 2 or 1? Start 2 out of these 3. Juju, Ridley, Chark, A-Rob. God, you got to go Juju and Ridley. You have to. And then you make a trade. Get out of this situation. It's crazy. How do you put these 2 on the bench every week? Chark and A-Rob? You're going to be sick. You're going to get that wrong. You're going to get that wrong 11 times out of 10. I not like McKinnon. I don't love McKinnon this week. Thank you, Jose. Pick 2, half PPR, Scotty Miller, Hines, or Mark Ingram. Half PPR, I'm going to go Hines, or I'm going to go Scott. I'm going to go Scotty and Ingram. I like Ingram a little more in this format, so it's between Scotty and Hines. And I like Hines a little bit, but I think I go Scotty. Go Scotty. Hilton, Campbell. Probably go Hilton if I had to pick between those 2. You have been here over 2 hours. Go to bed, young man. I'll see you in the morning. Thank you, Computer Bob. Thank you, Computer Bob. Woods, Demont, Hollywood, pick 2. Hollywood and Woods, pretty easy call for me. I'm not trusting Hollywood, or I'm not trusting Monty when I've got Hollywood Brown in. Heck no. Start 3. Hollywood, Chark, Moore, Campbell, Lamb. Easy call. Hollywood, Chark, and Moore. You don't sit those guys. This isn't where I parked my car, says Scotty B. What does that mean, Scotty B? This isn't where you parked your car. Pick 2, Eckler, JT, or Aaron Jones. Ooh, another super chat. Everybody thank Jeremy C. He kept the show. He keeps the show rolling. Can you guys give me some help on this one? Let's do groupthink here. Pick 2, Eckler, JT, or Aaron Jones. I think Eckler and Aaron Jones are probably the safest. But JT's got, I think, upside greater than all of them. So you got to dice roll that if you want to put JT in there. So safety, Aaron Jones and Eckler. Dice roll, I would go JT. And this week I'm going Aaron Jones. And it's not to say I don't like Eckler or I'm not buying low. I think people are freaking out. But that's how I'd kind of evaluate that. Sorry, I'm giving you kind of 2 ways to look at it, but you got to pick your poison sometimes. I can't. Not everything's concrete. Tim with another super. That's 2 music rounds now. 2 more music rounds thanks to Jeremy and Tim. On what week Scotty Miller gets benched? Oh, Jeremy, you're going to make JP upset. Look at my eyes. They're bloodshot. Frozen Smitty. On what week? So I don't think he gets benched. He'll be like, he's not going to be. I mean, when Godwin comes back, you could say that's benching, I guess. But he's the wide receiver 3. He's going to get a lot of run, but he's going to decrease in value by a ton when Godwin comes back. But I still like him. Murray or Swift? I'm going to go Lat Murray if I'm stashing or needing him right now. I think the volume's there for Lat Murray to be a little bit better than Swift. But Swift's sneaky, man. I mean, find a way to get both on your roster, Tim. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, and everybody in here appreciates you. You're keeping the show rolling. JT or AJ. AJ Brown. JT, is that right? For long-term season outlook, rest of season. I mean, JT, because AJ Brown's hurt, but I still love both. Smitty, have a good night. Take care, bro. See you in the morning, Jose. We're going live about 30 minutes before kickoff. Unless you're an exclusive member, then you will join me an hour and 10 minutes before via a Zoom call, which you can join right here. Click the join button right when you get to smitty1.com. Click join, and you can be an exclusive member. Get the Zoom link 1 hour and 10 minutes before kickoff, where we are more intimate, where we have just a handful of us here. JP wants 2 more music plays, not just 1. So here's the first of the 2. Everybody can thank JP for extending the show. And Jose, we'll see you later. Thank you, JP. Gallup or Hollywood Brown? I'm going to go with Hollywood Brown, but I love both. I've said that all night because I've got that question a ton. Metcalf or Gallup? I'm going Metcalf. No way I'm benching DK. No way. How do we join the Zoom call? Augie, go to smitty1.com. Augie's, I think, trying to help me. And click the join button. Smitty1.com is just the YouTube channel. It just redirects to the YouTube channel. Click that join button, and you can become a part of the channel, and I'll post in the community tab, and you'll probably get an email as well from YouTube saying Smitty just made a post 1 hour and 10 minutes before kickoff in that community tab, which you'll see on my YouTube. It'll be community. And through the email, it'll say Smitty's live via this Zoom link. So click on the join button on the main page. JP Super Chat says, when Godwin comes back, no one should be starting Miller. Whoa! I did not expect that out of JP. I did not expect JP to drop that. He's been on, I thought he was going to be like, he's the #1 wide receiver. Computer Bob, Scotty Miller gonna have a big week, says JP. Download Zoom ahead of time if using your phone. That's a great point, Joey. Start 3, Deontay Johnson, John Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, or Campbell. I'm going to go Deontay Johnson, John Brown, and Emmanuel Sanders, but that's me. And this is the last music play, unless we get a super chat. There is a link on the homepage. That's, again, correct. Go to smitty1.com, click join, and become an exclusive member to the YouTube channel. Cancel anytime. JP with the major super chats tonight. JP, yeah, JP's been dropping it all night. JP, I appreciate you, man. JP's one of the most loyal followers we got here at the show. No question about it. Scotty Miller or DK? I'm going DK. JP will tell you Scotty, most likely. Parker says, thanks to you, Computer Bob. Half PPR, James White or Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon, especially if it's not full PPR, but I'd start Melvin Gordon anyway. Because Melvin Gordon's going to get fed in this game. Fed. I said fed. DK or Scotty again. DK. Yes, a week. He will be remember that he is 50 for 1 game. I don't know what that is referring to. I think it's a side conversation. Sorry to pull that on the screen there. Start at flex Moss, Lamb, Judy, Campbell, Higbee. I'm going to roll with Moss. Zach Moss is my sneaky play of the week. There's risk to it. Know that there's risk. Don't get mad at me if he has 40 yards and no touchdowns. It could happen. It could happen. And look at the Super JP continuing the show. He will not stop. JP will not stop until I fall lifeless on the ground. He will not stop. Augie, if you have IG, DM Smitty in our IG group. Okay, yeah, DM me on IG if you want to get in the exclusive IG group, because anybody that becomes a, like my frozen Smitty, anybody that becomes an exclusive member of the YouTube community or the Patreon will get exclusive access to a private IG DM group where you guys help each other when I can't get to it. And I stop into the DM. This is the last music play, I think. JP may have done 2, but I forget. I want to thank ADY Daddy. These are the people that have followed me on IG. Smitty1com on IG because my IG account got locked. ADY Daddy, thank you. Jay Reed, thank you. Scotty Miller's #1 fans liking all my stuff. Ben, thank you for the follow. Tony G and Armand, thank you. You guys rock. We grew the channel tonight just from you guys following me. Thank you so much for following me at Smitty1com. Smitty1com. Peoples. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Frozen Smitty. 167 of you in here. Please hit the thumbs up for the show. And make sure you're subscribed if you're new. Slayton or Scotty. I'm going Slayton, but Scotty Miller is going to be a good start. Gallup or Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon's going to get fed. I believe Lindsey's out, right, guys? Lindsey's ruled out. Is that correct? Did somebody confirm that that's a 100% fact? Gordon's going to have a big day. Augie says, thanks, JP. Gallup or Gordon? Again, Gordon. Should I pick up Scotty Miller? Drop Corey Davis, Marvin Jones? Scotty Miller, drop Corey Davis, Marvin Jones, AP, or J.K. Dobbins. Don't drop J.K. Dobbins, bro. I like Scotty Miller more than Marvin Jones right now. I think you got to keep everybody else. But you have Mike Evans too, so it's tough play. We are out of here. I'll see you all in the morning. 1 hour and 10 minutes before kickoff, I go live on my YouTube channel on my Zoom with you guys, and on the YouTube channel in the community tab. If you're new as a community member, exclusive member, at the top of my YouTube, after you click join and you join, there's a community tab, and when I post there, you'll get an email also. But that's where the Zoom link will be, in the community tab. Be there 1 hour and 10 minutes before. Be there sharp, or wait for the email. If you don't get the email, go to the community tab. Make sure you have Zoom already. Joey gave that advice. Get Zoom downloaded, and we'll talk for 40 minutes. Your questions, just us, the small group of people that are in that chat. And then we all go live, or I go live again right after that for the last half hour. Have a good night's sleep. See you bright and early for our start bench rush of questions, and I appreciate you all. 2 hours and 51 minutes. We almost made it to 3 hours. Let's do 3 hours. Let's stay for 8 more minutes. What's 8 more minutes, you know? What's 8 more minutes? I'm not leaving right before 3 hours. I gotta title this thing a 3-hour show. No. Should we leave? We have 167 in the room. It's so hard to leave. I want to hit 3 hours. I wonder if IG does something different, or YouTube, like if it's a 3-hour show versus a 2 hour and 52 minute. I don't want to take that chance. I should show you guys my studio. How can I do this? Zoom call. Skype call. Let me do a Zoom call. All right, where's my Zoom? I'm going to show you guys the studio right now. Okay, so Zoom call, meeting. Let me open up Zoom here. I wonder if I can join with my same Zoom account. Feedback. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Zoom. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feedback loop. I don't know. Hold on. We're back. We're back. Um, nice tan paint on the wall. It's being painted tomorrow. There's no paint. Um, watching Blair Witch Project. Yeah. So basically, what the last steps are, they're going to put in all the electrical boxes. They're going to put in the lighting, fix the lighting up. They're going to paint it tomorrow because right now it's primed. They're going to paint it tomorrow. This thing is like zoomed in. Let's go to, there we go. Got a frozen Smitty. It's all ready to go. It's primed. It's going to get painted tomorrow, or it might get painted Monday now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the painting exterior getting painted. And then it's really inspection time. So it's ready to go. It does look a little haunted, but just because there's no lighting installed yet. But it will be. Please explain why you starting Melvin Gordon besides more carries than Philip Lindsay is hurt. Melvin Gordon is still a good running back. Melvin Gordon is the only running back in the NFL with 4 straight years of 40 receptions or more and 8 TDs. We have 2 minutes left, or a minute and a half left till we hit 3 hours, and then I'm going to end the live. Melvin Gordon's a great start, man. I start Melvin Gordon in week 2, no question about it. As soon as the studio is done, like, okay, so an empty room, can lighting in the ceilings, electrical outlets everywhere inside that bad boy, a bunch of blocking so I can hang all kinds of TVs, monitors, a pull up bar. None of that's like ultra impressive. It's a room, right? It's a room, it's got electrical. What's going to be impressive is the build, and I'll try and document a lot of that. So the build's going to be the fun part, showing you guys as I build it out, and then it shouldn't take me too long. I'd say within a couple days, maybe 3 or 4 days. Smitty doesn't know Gordon's playing the Steelers. Noah Gordon's gonna do well. Okay, Gordon's gonna do well. How much time we got left? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. What was the option? Gordon and who? It was Gordon and who? Scotty Miller and Gordon, was it? I'm not doing an all-nighter, Noah. Okay, we have 10 seconds left. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna do a live from the. Maybe I'll do it during the day from the new room. I've done an IG live from there. Okay, we're at 3 hours. We're at 3 hours. Thank God the live's over. Augie, thank you for the super chat. Considering trading Mahomes high if you have. Consider trading Mahomes high if you have Josh Allen. I wouldn't be opposed to that if you got a boatload more. Good night, man. Peace out. All right, guys. I appreciate you. See you in the morning. Later. Thank you all for the super chats and all the generosity. Hit the thumbs up if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. And follow me on IG at Smitty1com on IG. That's the new handle right now. Later, everybody.